I'm pretty sure that this is an infinite loading screen. Does this happen to be an infinite loading screen?
It's definitely going longer than beforehand.
And I'm not hearing
Sorry,
anybody
I'm
well on it.
silent.
Yeah.
Trying to get past level 4, impossible.
I was waiting for someone else to answer to Sempi, and then
Yeah.
this thing happened.
Yeah, it did. We've been having fun. We've been having loading screens. We've been having Doom Yuri. We've been having murder.
Ooh,
Paco's
hydrate
been
sex,
having
oxygen.
sex.
Absolutely.
He's not allowed to touch the apples again.
And you're not allowed to touch the cats again.
Yeah.
I don't like the implications of that considering my previous statement. For the record, I have not fucked a cat in at least 2 years.
I'm sorry, in at least 2 years?
And then you said this was gonna
That was-
be like a fun VOD.
Interesting statement. Those were words put in a direction.
Listen, cat girls. Cat girls. Cat girls.
Yeah, but you
Cat
didn't say
girls.
That's not what you said, though, Lily. That's
Cat
not-
girls. I said what I said. Okay, I meant it.
Uh-huh.
Cat girls.
Uh-huh.
Some people
Uh-huh.
have taste. That's not what I feel like it's pretty
That's not
obvious
what
what
you
I
said.
meant. I feel like it's pretty obvious what I meant.
It's
That's still
obvious,
not what
but
you
the
said.
implication is, yeah, it's still not what you said.
You just don't understand me. You don't understand the Goon Squad. If you're not a real gooner, why are you in the Goon Squad?
When Lily's around?
No, I didn't. No, I don't think any VOD is safe.
No, there are plenty of safe things happening. I always practice safe gameplay.
That's
That's
not the
very
way I
good.
thought you would say it.
That was
Yeah,
a safe word.
What's the safe word? Ow,
Dementia.
daddy, stop.
No. No.
Oh. Well,
No.
fuck. Well, then I guess...
Because what if I need to scream that? But in a good way.
Huh.
Poorly. Only in a good way.
Huh?
Yeah.
Rec-
The fucking safe word could just be like, ow, that's my third nipple.
Alabama!
It's a very long safe word, I'm not gonna lie.
Alabama!
Not Alabama.
The safe word could be T-Pain wouldn't approve of this.
Tempe the raccoon
Sugar,
is
honey,
sponsored, by
iced
the
tea.
way.
Oh, I'm glad you got that one, Paco. That's Paco, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It's the boy.
He's the boy. Here comes the
Comes
boy.
Hello, boy.
See, you can sing. I can't. I have too much rasp.
She's
No.
afraid that she can't sing, but she can sing and has proven it. And then she's like,
Mhm.
no, I can't. And it's like, no, you sing on your...
Yeah.
Pretty often.
I don't say I can't sing. I just don't think I sing well. Is what it is.
That's
You don't have to sing
same.
well.
That's the same words, just in different ways.
Nobody has to sing well to be like you don't have to have the technical skill to sing well to have a talent.
That's true. I just think I don't know. I have a lot of friends who like actually, learned the music and the singing and that they
Mhm.
kind of do. And so like I don't think I would sing well. I do just sing and I don't think I just think I sing good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And the technical stuff, all of that, unless you're pursuing something regarding music, then there's not really much to learn as long as you're having fun.
Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of
that's
Me
singing,
being in choir for 7 years.
Sing
y'all
right
wanna
now.
see something? Y'all want to see something
I can't
absolutely
sing it for you.
insane?
Yeah, show us.
Okay, go for it.
So this will be a slight face reveal. Y'all can show it on stream if you want. I do not care. Actually, let me make sure that my name's not in it. But Not that it really matters.
And then your address, and then your full legal name.
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
credit
Give me just a second, because I gotta get off my phone. Where did I save it at?
You're on your phone.
No, I've got to see if it's on my phone. I'm fairly sure it's on my phone.
Oh, I see.
Mm. Is it just singing videos?
No, it's a newspaper article from a long time ago.
Ooh, you were in the news? Who did you murder?
Martini, I've been in
Me.
so many places. The stories will shock you.
Oh, we should
Just
tell her
like-
I
about
was gonna say.
alley
if you saw
cats.
his,
Oh, no, we shouldn't.
We should tell her about alley
I
cats.
don't know how to. That's probably a story time that won't ever pop up on stream because I don't know how I'd possibly say that on stream.
watermelon crushing video.
You know how
I
cats
said
eat
that on
fish?
stream.
I've seen that one.
That's all you have to say. You know how cats eat fish?
That's not quite it. Where did I
feel
have
like
this at?
Mako, you don't have to say anything. Lily can just do all the speaking.
Yeah, I mean,
The thing is, I don't know how anyone would really give the whole story without it being not safe for stream.
This is why we don't publish VODs sometimes.
I mean, I could, because this is definitely not going to be one that ever goes on the story time one.
oh,
Where did the fucking thing go? God, I love that image. That image is so funny.
I can't stop staring at the thumbnail of the video I sent because I'm looking at the
Oh,
Discord waiting for you to send the thing.
well, I guess you have a type.
Hmm?
Well, I guess you have a type.
It's just there, Lily. It's just there.
It's just there, and three men's asses just so happen to be poking out at the same time, and you just so happen to be staring. Girl.
I really do like this thumbnail a
Mhm.
lot more than the other One Mills thumbnail you sent earlier.
Quan Mills is fantastic.
Quan
I don't know
Mills
what
is
you're talking about.
peak.
I do have to say, if I had to choose, I would rather.
You don't like pastors eat pussy too.
That's such a terrible, like, graphic.
So speaking of
like,
pastors eat
caption.
pussy too, here is I finally found the picture.
That's your segue. That's your segue. That's great.
This is absolute peak.
That is me singing the national anthem at our Major League baseball game.
And that's really
Aw.
cute, but I zoomed in, and I just want to read the one line I can read above the title. And it's
What?
just, Kirby appears in at least one.
But yeah, I've been singing for a very long time. And my grandma made me that outfit. She used to make me a lot of outfits. Then she died.
Aw.
Aw. But that's really
Where
cute.
grandma? Traditional tattoos.
No, there's no tattoos on here. I was a child.
No. You can ink up ashes.
That is
Did you know
true,
that?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've
One
heard
last
that.
outfit.
Here, chat or stream. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about for anyone that's currently on mine. There I am as a young child. I'm a wee little lad.
So small.
I actually sang for a super long time. And then finally, apparently, my dad had asked if I wanted to like continue on. Do I keep wanting to sing? But I got so annoyed with singing because
Mhm.
I love singing. I've always loved singing.
Yeah,
But
Mhm.
I like singing for me.
that's fair.
And then it got to the point where I was not singing for me. And then my dad was like, "Oh, do you want to go? Do you want to keep singing?" And I was like, "No." So we stopped. But he had me like a deal in Nashville to sing on some album.
Whoa,
Dang.
that's kind of big.
Damn.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
though,
was a child. I
fair.
didn't know anything. I was also on the Jenny Jones show for anyone that remembers.
Huh.
I most likely would
Rocco,
have
what the fuck are you doing here?
I don't see you.
Huh?
Huh?
Now I see you.
Are we in game?
Rocco suddenly appeared in my game.
I'm
Oh,
getting actual loading
not
now.
in mine. I just still have the same loading screen as before.
Well, okay, the crazy thing. Mine was completely frozen for a little while, and now it's actually moving.
I
Paco
think
breaking the
mine's
fourth
just been
wall.
moving all this time, but I don't
Oh.
know. It might have not.
It's because I restarted my game. If I know that it's not gonna load in, I just restart.
Is this the
Okay.
Goon Squad
Fair.
podcast?
I wonder if there's. I mean,
guess.
at this point, it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
yeah,
I'm
I
fine
vibe
with
with
that. I
it.
think my brain would appreciate that, actually.
Okay, we can go into podcast mode. I need some kind of like picture or video to show in the background, though.
You need
Not the Gooncast.
Where's
the
Tom, though?
Gooncast. All right, I'm changing the title.
Oh, no.
Gooncast
The
podcast.
Gooncast. Oh, wow, that's good. Here, I'll just put up what Lily was talking about earlier.
Should I be scared? Oh, that. I thought you were gonna send all the other things, and I was like,
No, I'm
know.
I'm very nervous about showing all this stuff, and like there's not anything bad in here. Like there's no like
There's
nudity.
nothing bad.
That was your homework folder.
I
Ooh,
actually
Pastors
used
Eat
to
Pussy
have.
too. That's not too bad.
That's not too bad, he says. Sure.
It's so good. I'm a pastor. Okay.
It is amazing. Wait, let me just try to find like a good
Good
kind of
screenshot from
background.
Lily testing. When Shrek was
Yo.
coming in hot.
Ooh.
Honestly, I'd watch Paco do anything.
Hey yo.
Actually, no, that's not what that says. It says honestly, I'd watch
Dong.
Paco dong anything. All right, Paco.
Oh, we're
Wait,
pinning that. We're
You're on
pinning
the
that.
wrong type of stream, Paco.
Oh yeah. All right. Pin that shit.
Pin it. Okay. Cow.
What did I do?
You got the.
Oh my.
You got the dong. Bro, I know what you need to do, Paco. You remember how I was talking about the giant statue in front of the well? It's your calling.
Yeah.
It's your calling.
No.
It's your calling. Oh. Oh yeah.
Oh, hold on. I got you. Oh yeah.
I can't believe it.
See, I don't need fancy vocal effects. I just need D&D training. Get wrecked.
Well, I
You
got
spent over
fancy vocal
$1,000 on fancy vocal effects when you could have
fuck I
spent
did? No,
over
I didn't.
1,000 hours being a cool dungeon master who does voices. Thank you for nutting.
Oh, amazing redeemed. I love that.
Do not disturb training. It's true. I was left in a room for so long. This is why I am the way I am.
I'm
God,
going
I
to
miss sunlight.
Google, podcast picture.
Actively, I think in my mind.
Just specifically podcast.
You might want this, Paco. Fuck. I mean, Mako.
Whoa, we're not the same people.
No. You just smell the same. Here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. It's because of the bed.
He's a
situation.
shark. I'm a raccoon. What similarities of smell do we have?
Fish.
The bed situation, Paco. Come on, I already told you.
Fish. It's just
What am I
fish.
clicking on?
Reactives.
What the fuck is this?
Fish.
Yeah, I already have one.
I know you have it.
Oh, what is it?
Let's go
It's a
lesbians.
little. Let's
It's
go
more fun.
lesbians. We have a. Basically, it shows a picture of somebody when they're talking. In Discord, in the Discord call that you're connected to. So they-
Okay,
So that it shows like if they have a picture, a custom picture uploaded to Reactives, you, it'll show that picture. But if they don't, it'll just show the Discord profile picture.
Yep.
But I've got to do things.
It's just a browser source.
It's just
Yeah,
browser
Martini didn't know I could roll my tongue that well.
I'm a lesbian, so it's a lot hotter.
That's not even my tongue. That's like the back of my throat that I'm rolling there. I can roll my tongue and the back of my throat. Yeah, just like that. Good job. Oh, I tried to roll my tongue and it went so badly.
If I lower my larynx, I can do it easier, but that just sounds embarrassing.
Oh.
Oh.
Sounded like Perry the Platypus. That was amazing.
Now do Perry moaning.
Platypus?
Why was that actually kind of good? Oh my god.
I need you to bear with me. I need you to bear with me for 23 seconds. I
Huh?
need you to do Perry getting back shots.
No.
I need Perry the Platypus
Even
getting
I
back
don't know what
shots.
I'm into. What am I currently part of?
Perry the Platypus.
Getting back shots. Come
Oh.
on.
All the while, I'm still trying to figure out how to work this fucking reactive thing.
A truly good backshot impression doesn't require brain power or thought. Just like truly good backshots remove brain power and thought.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to think of it. Because I feel like it would be not only obviously is there like the stop and go of it, but the emotion's gonna have it like the volume, not volume, sorry, the note would be a little bit higher than normal as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, regular Perry.
Yeah.
Yes. This spawn is gonna die. I want this spawn to die. I'm not publishing this spawn, guys. I'm really not.
Your
Now that I've got
will be Twitch only.
reactive
Will not be
response-
published.
Man, I have.
Please clip that. Please.
I'm gonna click that and burn myself.
Sobbing. I can't see. I can see. I can see my face in the preview of my
I want
video. and
everyone to know.
It's so red. It's so
Like
red.
5 minutes ago, I was like, "Hey, check it out! This is me singing as a child."
Dude, Perry the Platypus getting back shots. What a.
How would tiny you feel about this occasion? How would you explain this to you 10 years ago?
I think when I was much tinier, my ADHD and possible autism, I don't know about that part because I have family that makes that a lot more difficult for me to say that I am myself. Would not give a fuck. Would just be living my life and be like, okay, whatever.
So, how would you explain this to yourself 10 years from now?
Well, I wouldn't even know who Perry the Platypus is. So I would
10
need to
years
have a
from
lot of
now,
talks with
not like
myself.
10 years ago. 10 years from now. In 10 years.
Oh, in 10 years.
You're
Explaining
saying
this.
you're gonna forget
current
about
situation?
Perry the Platypus in 10 years?
Am I explaining this to me 10 years from now, or am I?
We're just going
explaining
10 years
child
in
me?
both directions. It's a time loop.
Okay, so Perry the Platypus was already out by 10 years ago, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
like
Yep.
2006.
Let's see. So what year is it now?
Lily
Where are
knew
we?
that off the top of their head.
We're back in 2015.
2015? Oh, I wouldn't have given a fuck. I would have been like, oh, that's funny. And people are going to watch that? People are going to be actively watching as I say that kind of shit? That's funny. And 10 years
Ra,
from now?
Ra, I need you to put that in my fucking Discord, please. Please.
That was a link.
Please. That was a link. That was a link. That was a link to the clip. I need that in my fucking Discord, please.
Mushi
don't
might have
know
already
how to-
clipped it too, so you're
And I'll
getting
do
it
my
either
Discord as
way.
well. If anyone joins. Hey, what do I do now that I've opened reactive?
But I feel like you
What do
can
I
post
touch?
links in my chat so I don't
Would
get
you
like
touch what?
also got banned
What
on
do you
my
plan on
chat.
doing?
I think it might
This
be
reactive
mine.
thing. I've touched things and now I don't know what more to touch.
Okay, so you've added it as a browser source?
Mhm.
Yeah, Mushi already got it.
Sure, I have. I've
Okay,
definitely done
you're
that.
gonna add it as a browser source.
You could just drag and drop the group Fugi into your OBS. And it's gonna do
Oh.
it for you.
Sweet, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Mm.
You have dragged a URL into OBS. This will automatically add the link. Continue.
Continue? Question mark? after the serious narrator voice.
Are you fucking
Presentation.
sure about all the shit that just happened? Yeah.
This would be a fucking hilarious D&D group.
Where?
It's
What? I'm the only one that's not in it? Oh, I'm the only one that doesn't have a model now. That's a shame.
You can set it as
Mako
group.
also is just the normal Discord one, right?
I think he means that he's not showing up on his He's not having a
because I
bounce.
He's
imagine
not
it's kinda
going up.
yeah.
Oh.
Wait, can I put me up there as well?
Yes.
Go
yeah,
me.
you can be part of that group. If
Should
you
be
want.
able to.
And so
Okay, that's too big,
you-
me.
You know what? I
I
have
understand that. I do
remove
think I'm
you.
the main character, but
a fucking hilarious idea. You remember that Goon Squad picture that I made the the banner for the group chat? What if
yeah,
I put
you
that in the
just recently
background?
found a new way to edit some stuff and have changed
I-
a few things.
Background.
I want to put that in the background here.
That would
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, yeah. Me, I need to be the same size as everybody else. Come on.
It's so big.
I changed the title of my stream, so we'll see.
To Goon Squad Anonymous.
To Gooncast, Keck W.
Let's see. Oh,
Your model standing relative to the background is just the Goon Quads.
Yeah, the Goon Quad. I know.
Squad.
We're working out, man. We're really trying. We're getting the Goon Quads out there.
Okay. I think I can do it like this. And now I'll just trim it. Boom. This is gonna be peak. Watch.
It is peak. It's peak already.
It's so
Hold
peak.
on. I know. I'm just at my pause screen because I don't actually have a better thing for it. Let's see what Lily's looks like. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. That looks great.
I spent a very long time getting my OBS thing sorted.
It's like so cute. I love little Mike too.
Aw.
Martinis
My-
a little desk.
My sibling drew it. They're great artists. Unfortunately, they're not a great fucking cleaner. Take out the trash, kiddo. Please. For the love of God.
You fuck.
Just
Start
gonna-
cleaning.
Just gonna expose him right now.
I have no remorse, please. I've taken out the trash every single day. For the past 10 years. Goon Squad! Goon Squad!
Single day. It's been me.
Chore wheel win.
Let's fucking go!
Why, Simpy? Why won't you let me do a wellness check on you? Why is it a 30-minute wait?
It's not
What?
an extremely long wait. It's
It is
bad.
incredibly long.
What?
I thought.
Oh, wait for
I
what?
thought it used to be like 15. But
Simpy, who was in the chat a little while ago.
Uh-huh.
I do think be streams.
Yes. Simpy also streams, and they have a wellness check, which they like to go through and wellness check everybody, which is awesome. But
Mm.
their wellness check is set on like a 30 to 45-minute timer.
Yeah. it's
So if anyone
Bruh.
does it, no one else can do it for like 30 minutes at least.
Bruh.
like a global cooldown is kind of.
Bruh
It is
moment.
what it is.
But then again, we had the situation where people were trying to fucking drown me the other night.
Oh yeah, that was
Okay.
pretty fun.
So it does need to have some kind of timer.
Oop, I
And
accidentally moved
somebody
it.
else in this group who could be affiliate and could have channel points isn't.
Don't know what you mean. Come on, Paco, why don't you stream? You can be affiliate.
There you go.
It's
Paco.
true.
It's
I'm gonna
the
need
ship
to get
name.
like an actual mic.
Yeah.
Some
You will
before I
need
even
to
start
call me an
streaming.
actual mic.
Yeah, not this headset bullshit.
No, you're a shark. You can drink all the water.
There. I've made it so it covers the whole background.
Surely you can't
Yeah, listen.
drown, right?
I
You're a
mean,
shark.
I haven't
actually,
drowned- well, actually, I've drowned myself a couple times.
sharks can drown.
Like you're,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how does that work?
You know how shark
They
fin
just
soup is
forget-
made?
Well, yeah, they just can't
Yeah.
swim anymore.
Yeah, and they can't if water isn't passing through their gills via movement, they suffocate.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So that's why shark fin soup's really like a really rude thing to do to a shark. It's
Yeah,
not
no,
very
that's
cash
extremely
money.
rude. I thought it was like they can't move and so they can't get food and they die. I didn't think it was like so oxygen related, which makes it worse.
Yeah.
You know, they don't get eaten. They just kind of die.
Yeah, no, I was
Yeah.
All
just
that
like,
meat
oh, they
to
just don't
waste.
get food and then they starve to death, but that was somehow worse.
Yeah. Well, there are. It depends on the shark, but most sharks, if they stop moving, they actually can't breathe, and which is also why a lot of sharks don't like sleep, quote
Mhm.
unquote sleep. They kind of like turn off for a minute, but they don't ever
Mm.
stop moving.
Mhm.
There are other sharks that do have the ability to to pump water past their gills, so it's
Mhm.
harder for them to drown. Never impossible,
Okay.
but harder. But no, me drowning personally. Let's see. There's been 2 times I can specifically remember of drowning. One is while I was still in the military. Like sometimes you would do a thing called duty or watch,
Yeah.
Duty.
and you have to be up for a significant amount of time. You might be able to get like some naps in, but it's not much. And typically, you can't nap during that time because everyone has some kind of problems, and it's hard to sleep at regular times.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you're up now. You're going on 24 hours. It's like 4 a.m. No one else is awake yet,
Mhm.
and you've already drank 6 to 8 energy drinks or coffees
That
or
sounds
whatever you drink.
terrible, but okay.
It is. It's bad.
It's
No
the
one in the military is
military.
healthy. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be good, but I didn't think it'd be like terrible. You know what I mean?
it's bad.
You know, actually, fun fact, I don't know if you know this, some people die out there.
What?
It's crazy. Yeah, some people die in the
People-
military. It's really not good for you.
I thought you were gonna say people die when they're
Did you know
killed.
dies? Did you know
But,
dies?
Bullets are really bad for you, and you see a lot of those in the military.
One thing I learned that ends up being like really not well, it's useful, but if you're like on the edge, like you absolutely cannot stay awake. It is impossible. What you can do,
Mm.
because I learned from how people splash water in their face to help them wake up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Eventually, that doesn't work anymore because you're just so tired. But if you take that water, put it in your hand, and then bring that hand up to your face, and leave your face in that water for long enough till you have to breathe, you suddenly start drowning and you wake up so fast. And then boom, you're
Oh,
wide awake.
For suffocation.
Yeah,
It's like
you're
that
wide
Papa
awake,
Roach
though. It's
song.
great. I mean, I wouldn't say
If it
I
works,
recommend
it works.
but like it works. The other
It
time
works, but I don't feel like that's recommended.
recommendations are one in a million.
Recommendations for a reason.
Yeah.
No, they're cringe. Recommendations are for cringers.
Mm,
They're
I see.
cringe.
Recommendations are for those cringe liberals.
Then almost, yeah, you'll wake up because your body throws your adrenal receptors open. Yeah, exactly. You wake up so fast and you stay awake.
I don't know what you were typing there.
The other time that I've personally drowned, and it wasn't a full drowning. Luckily, I was dumb, but I came out on top of this one.
Okay.
While I was still living in Hawaii, I was doing a lot of free diving because I didn't want to buy all the stuff for scuba diving, even though I had already taken the classes and got my scuba license.
Mm.
But free diving is cheaper. All you need is like goggles.
Good lungs.
Truthfully, yeah, good lungs. Truthfully, the goggles and fins are optional, but they do help significantly.
I can only
So-
wonder why.
I got really good at going really deep and like staying under for a long time to the point that I would go out to where I know like some like scuba divers would be, and I would dive down there in just like my swim shorts as they're in full scuba gear, and I'd just like wave at them and point at things like, "Oh, that's crazy."
fair.
Huh?
I wonder how many tales of mermen you've created among locals.
So
Really many.
I had found a spot way out by myself, no one near me at all, which was already problem number one. I should have always been with the second person. And I was going down, and I was like, oh man, that's a really cool cave down there. I want to
Oh my
swim through that.
God.
And I could see where it came, like, started and went. So I was like, I know I can see all the way through it. I'll be safe. I know I
Uh-huh.
can hold my breath for that long. It'll be good.
Hmm.
So I go, and I'm underneath, and I'm having a good time. La di da di da. I swim through the
Sure.
cave. I'm going back up. I was actually checking out a couple things while I was down there. Some pretty coral, some pretty fish.
Yeah.
And I'm going up. And as I keep going up, I'm like, wow, this sure is a lot deeper than I expected. And
no.
I learned during the scuba diving classes that when you go underneath so far, the air in your lungs and stuff compress. This is oxygen and carbon dioxide that compress. So when you come back up, you may feel like you have a lot more air, but then that carbon dioxide expands and you don't.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, this is a lot deeper than I expected, but it's okay. I'm already going up. And then all of a sudden, as I
No.
was going up, I was like, uh-oh, I can't breathe. And then I started seeing like black around my eye.
buddy.
And it started getting darker and darker. And I was like, uh-oh. Well, you know what? I know I'm going the right direction. I'm going up. I'm just going to keep going. And I did a full blackout under the water. And my brain was still there.
Terrifying.
And I was like, you know what? That's okay. Just keep going up. That's where the air is. And then finally,
Oh my god.
That
and then finally I popped up and went, ooh.
terrifying, actually.
So want to play Subnautica sometime?
Yeah, I mean,
I think you'd be really good at it. I think you'd be good at it.
Just
Just
like the first lesson. It is the first lesson, Raw.
mm-hmm.
That he just completely ignored.
I did.
Oh
Just
yeah.
went, nah, fuck that. Actually, I know better.
No,
I
that's
know
not
my
true.
body. Don't
I
worry.
know worse.
Oh,
This
I
was
want-
like, oh man, they're full of it. I knew, I believed them. I trusted everything, and then I was just like, I fucked up. This could be it.
I
Oopsie
want
doopsies.
everybody's opinion on an image.
Okay.
okay, I fear.
Don't worry.
I
It's
fear.
mostly okay.
This is like you guys are conditioning me to fear
Why?
everything.
What do you have to fear but fear itself?
Why are you grooming me?
Bro, you
Mako, you're literally the worst one.
you were an
I'm
active
the worst one.
This
bystander.
is the image.
You're an active bystander.
I
in the
want
Quan Mills
your
shit.
opinions. Shh, Quan Mills is beautiful. You're beautiful.
Look at that ass on that
Understand.
water.
How do you feel
The
about
first
this
thing you
image?
focus on is-
That's the first thing to focus on. How do you feel about this image?
That is the only thing to focus on, surely.
Yeah.
That person doesn't just run; they also do squats.
Hell yeah.
How do we feel about that?
Oh,
I want you to
wait a
know that
second.
this is
Oh,
from Mako's gym.
So whenever you hold on,
This is based
So
off of you.
Wherever this gym is at, if
Yeah.
you go upstairs, you'll find people that are weightlifting, running with some thick ass, and also climbing a mountain because that's not regular rock climbing.
Yeah, that actually, this gym, it's situated on a mountain. He has to go uphill both ways in order to get to his gym. In the snow.
Yeah, actually, you see the weightlifting and running.
Mhm.
That's its own thing. The mountain and the up is actually how you get to the place that you run.
Mhm.
You have to climb up the mountain, and that's why it's pointing upwards. If you
I
want
was
to
thinking it
weightlift
was
and get an
like-
ass like that.
I was thinking it was a training regimen. They were like, you do weights, you do cardio, you climb, and then you ascend.
Have you ascended yet, Mako?
I
Have you reached
don't know.
Nirvana?
don't think so. I don't know what the fuck's happened in my life.
That sounds like Nirvana to me.
Mm.
I might have, because
You
I'm
attained
pretty
inner peace.
content with life. I'm just here. It's good.
Vibing.
hmm
Try not to drown again.
I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna say I'm not trying. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, if it happens.
But
I'm not
You know,
actively
I
keep.
I should have been smarter, but yeah, you know.
Oh no, I'm drowning. I guess that's it.
Aw, shucks.
I mean, what am I gonna do? I did everything I could have. I was like, hey, up is the right way, and I kept
I
going.
wish I wasn't drowning, guys.
You know, we
Try
need to
not to drown
cast.
again on purpose and by accident. I mean, the purpose one is to stay awake. That one's fine. The by accident's the one I'm
one's
more
fine.
worried about.
Fine.
Yeah, it's to stay awake.
Yeah, it's just guy things.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I don't
just
know
what.
if this is all guy
That's the
things.
whole reason the phrase "women live longer than men."
Yeah,
Nah.
I
Yeah.
am definitely in there.
Yes.
Oh god.
Not to say you're a
Not really
statistic,
true.
Mako, but
Since I was about 15 years old, I had an age where I was like, there's no chance I'm getting older than this age. And I have. I've gotten past that age by a long margin. And I'm like, I'm living on borrowed time. I should have died way back then.
no, you've just been absorbing it via titty baguette. Titty baguette and whipped cream.
Mm.
It was so much. It was way too sweet.
What's
long past?
they're trying to suss your age out now.
Yeah, they are. It's okay. What am I?
Mid-thirties.
73 right now.
Yeah.
So it was probably 47 years ago that I thought I was gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still a youngin.
Yeah.
In his heart.
No,
I
my
no,
heart's
no.
really old. That's what's gonna go out. Sadly, like I thought I was gonna get shot.
Yeah,
Nothing
monster energy is gonna be what does it. When you heard
It
death by
will be.
yeah, when you heard death by
Sadly.
monster, you were not thinking monster energy. And I
No.
respect it.
Heck yeah, you're younger than Martini. Yeah, she's old as
Hell
hell.
yeah.
Please let me know if the music is too
It
disruptive.
do just be like that.
Let's see.
No, I'm the oldest here, clearly.
My brain had another story there for
I think
1
I'm
second, and then it was
youngest one
gone.
Perhaps. I'm 95 years young, guys.
Old.
Fucking boomer.
It was too quiet. I had to throw something in there.
Fucking boomer.
No, goddamn.
Goddamn, sheesh. Maybe I am young, actually.
What? But for real though, why did they make this stick figure, which is, stick figure is the name of it? Get an ass.
Never skip leg day.
Provide emphasis.
Never
They
skip
have
leg
to.
day.
I have a friend that looks like this exact same figure.
Oh God.
She doesn't have like any shape to her except for her ass.
Damn, that's such a
I actually know
backhanded
somebody like
statement,
that too.
bro.
Like she's just skinny, flat, but has an ass.
That's
Imagine me, Mako's
working out.
friend.
imagine you hop in. You're like, oh, actually, my good friend from the place, he streams. I heard him mention that. I wonder what's going on here. Hops on.
Just so you know, this is my longest running friendship. Me and her have been friends since high school.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Early in the military.
Do
She's
you?
short, flat.
I don't think I've had any reason to talk about her at all. Ever.
I believe so. I believe I know. I'm not gonna share any more info. I'm not gonna get you
I think you're thinking
slapped.
about my friend that I met in Hawaii, that I've also known for a long time, but not the same. Or the one I met in college.
You
Not
have
the
too
one you
many
met in
friends,
college.
Mako.
I have those are my three.
That is something an old person would say, Martini. I'm not gonna lie.
That's way too many friends. I've
That's
named
what I'm
3
saying.
people.
I did say I was old, guys. I did say I was old.
Let's Paco scream free. Oh, Paco,
What?
I guess
Speak
you
up.
can talk now.
Yeah, you're allowed to talk
Am I
once.
talking?
Mhm.
Just once?
Yeah,
I
that,
haven't been
go
talking that
ahead.
much anyway because I don't have that much to add.
Paco, it's your turn.
Bro,
What
wants
do you
to
mean?
speak. It's your
Paco.
time to monologue.
Oh, Paco, you told me a story the
I'm
other day.
like,
Go ahead and say that again.
what about how I got a bunch of scars on my left hand because I'm stupid with knives?
Yeah.
All right.
Got one on my forearm for trying to open a bottle with a knife, and then I stabbed myself in my pointer finger years ago while trying to cut what was it, zip ties? Yeah, zip ties from a tent.
Using
And that
what?
was with a karambit knife that I stabbed myself with. Surprisingly, no nerve damage whatsoever, but it was a very clean cut, and I could see the bone.
Well, that sounds absolutely fucking terrifying.
My reaction to that when I stabbed myself, I was just all like, "Oh, I stabbed myself. I'm bleeding now. Hey, Dad, look, I'm bleeding." And he's just like, "You're fucking shitting me." Just like, "Nope, I'm bleeding. Go get the super glue." Just like, "Okay."
Super glue.
You haven't lived until you fixed a hole in your body with super glue.
I have a similar.
No expensive medical trips are needed. Just super glue that fucking.
It
now I
really
have a
works
scar.
wonders.
It really does.
God damn.
I have a similar story.
And
Oh God.
Well, that's because you cut yourself on everything.
Guys, Jesus.
Yeah.
you've also poured ranch instead of coffee into your mug.
I was tired. I was tired.
I told you that in confidence.
I trusted you with this information. How?
I was tired. I hadn't had my coffee yet. I was trying to pour my coffee while I was gonna have breakfast. My breakfast was just gonna be some baby carrots. I just wanted a snack. I didn't want a big meal. I woke up late. I went to pour my coffee. It was ranch, not coffee.
That's
I think what was even worse is when you said that, you
Crazy.
poured like a good amount of ranch into the mug before you realized.
Yeah.
It wasn't coffee.
Yeah, and the thing is, that's one of the bottles you have to squeeze. I don't have any reason to have poured as much ranch as I did. Because I had to physically squeeze the bottle. I had to turn it over, uncap it,
yes.
and squeeze like a bottle of ketchup. There was no pouring action. It was just a squeeze it.
And your brain just went, "Yup, that's
Ranch in the mug?
right."
Yes,
This
ma'am.
is coffee, yes.
Even the ranch in the mug with your baby carrot still makes sense. Like, you would typically put it in a bowl or something else, but you could still eat it
Yeah.
out of a mug.
Yeah. Except this was.
I mean, it's not the itself that is bad. It's just that she drank it thinking it was coffee.
That's the part that's rough. I will say the drinking it is
Right.
probably the part where I think I've lost you.
You made that part up, Paco. I didn't drink it.
No.
I did bring it up to my face.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I did not
you're
drink
right.
it.
Good
I didn't
whiff.
have it.
I feel like you would notice once your nose is in the mug. No.
Yeah, I noticed basically as soon as I picked the cup up, I was like, hang on.
Wait a
And I
minute.
looked down in it and I put it up to my face because it was dark. I didn't
Oh,
turn the
okay.
light on. So I just put it up
Okay.
for a whiff and I was like, that is buttermilk ranch.
I've got a name for the podcast, or a name for this episode of the
Oh.
podcast.
Here.
Drinking ranch in the dark.
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
All right. Fair.
Understandable.
Have a nice day.
Honestly, relatable.
In the fucking.
I actually got really weird looks at the hospital when I cut myself. Because I had a really
only
stupid
imagine.
answer.
I was like, "Are you gonna elaborate on that, or?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, to catch Martini and everybody up. I'd woken up really early. Really, really early. I'm talking like 2 a.m.
Okay.
My mother had woken up at around the same time. And it was sometime like, I believe November, December, around that time. It was late winter. And I was like, hey, Mom, it's kind of cold out. Soup sounds pretty good. You want me to make some soup? Sure.
Mm.
So I set everything up. I get my cutting board out. I get my nice new ceramic knife out. And I get ready.
Yeah.
I'm cutting potatoes. I'm cutting carrots. I'm putting that shit in the pot. It's all boiling. I opened everything up. And I'm in the cleanup phase now. So I'm cleaning off the cutting board, cleaning out bowls and stuff like that. And I've cleaned off the knife completely. And I'm talking. And I had found the knife without its cover on, without its protective cover. That's a big no-no for a ceramic knife. It needs its cover.
Okay.
So I'm holding it up and I'm like, all right, so you've got to tell my sibling mom that if they put this thing away, it needs to be put in properly in a safe spot, and it needs to put its cover on. And I mime with the cover, you got to put the cover on. You can't do it like this.
And proceeds to stab yourself.
I sliced my middle finger wide open on a ceramic knife.
I have an incredibly similar story.
Yeah,
my God.
I sliced it completely open. Like, I sliced it.
Lily,
I
no.
looked my mother in the eye and I went, I'm a dumb bitch.
I have yet to do that.
And she goes, Lily, what'd you do? And I just slowly
Lily,
raised.
She didn't see like the blood.
It was so clean. There wasn't blood for a solid few seconds.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's a
it was
sharp-ass knife.
bone.
I have an incredibly similar story where
But-
2 years ago. Oh, I'm going to continue. Sorry.
It's not quite done yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm holding it up. She's like, okay, we need to get that dressed up. Now, I set everything aside. We're getting it dressed up. It's still bleeding.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to get down to the hospital. 3 a.m.
Mhm.
We're running down to the ER. I'm sitting in the waiting room. My mother has health problems. So,
Okay.
I bring her into the hospital. She's with me.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, okay, ma'am, what's wrong? What's wrong? Looking at my mother. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there holding my bloody cloth. And she's like, no,
Uh-huh.
it's my daughter. And the fucking girl at the hospital goes, that's a daughter?
Oh, my God.
And I just looked at her and went,
Oh, no.
The fuck?
yeah. A bleeding one. And she goes,
Bruh.
and she looks at my hand and goes, oh.
That's so rude. What the fuck?
Oh, man.
That's a dog.
I'm-
Expecting, like the one that's bleeding, not like.
No,
Oh god.
I was dressed in a t-shirt and jeans. I was in my comfortable stuff. Keep in mind,
Yeah.
I'm tall. I understand. That was just fucking rude.
That was rude.
Even
but-
if you are tall and you are dressed in like casual, that doesn't mean they have the right to say that.
I have
shit.
short hair. I mean, whatever. I'm not dwelling on it, right? I'm getting checked in. And she asks, so how did you cut yourself? And me, I'm not thinking. I just go, oh, soup. That was my only answer. I wasn't thinking. And she goes,
Soup.
Yeah.
yeah,
happened.
soup?
And then you don't elaborate. You're just like soup. It just is what it is.
She asked for clarification. And I just said, yeah, soup.
Yup,
My
just-
mother even looked at me and goes, Lily, what? So we get into the back room, and the nurse comes up and she's like, so you cut yourself on soup, huh? Because it had made my answer made its way through the entire hospital. And I had people outside laughing about soup as my
I fucking
answer.
love that. Soup is actually just saving the story. If I'm being honest.
So they're getting ready to give me a tetanus shot.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, 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 no. I cut myself while making soup. Okay, like on a can? No, I had just cleaned my ceramic knife and I mimed the motion. And then she just looks at me and goes, oh,
I would have I would have made up a story, I think.
I'm an honest woman.
I couldn't go down like that. That's a lot.
I'm an honest woman to a fault. If it's funny,
So
I'll tell the story.
I had a very similar situation 2 years ago, though I'm dumber and didn't go to the hospital.
Okay, you just super glued that shit together? Noted.
No, I wish. That would probably still have been a better idea.
Oh god, what did you do?
So 2 years ago, I was making Thanksgiving for myself. I live by myself, and I was like, you know what? I love ham. Ham is delicious. Yeah, American moment. Exactly, Moosh.
Okay. Okay.
So either way, I say me, I am one person. I am not multiple people. As I was making,
myself and
I went and bought a ham to cook for Thanksgiving, and I've never like bought and like fully made a ham, and I was like, oh, I'll make it like this whiskey, honey bourbon kind of ham sauce that I kind of found for this. And this thing was cooking for like hours. I think it was like 6 hours worth of cooking.
All right, that's about normal for a ham.
I don't know if y'all know this or not, but 10 pounds of ham is a lot for one person. I found that out at a later date. Whenever I was buying the ham was not the time that I learned that information, but afterwards I did. But at some point in time, I'm 3 sharks in a trench coat. Oh, no, hold on, don't get me distracted.
Putting a bookmark in this.
I still have 3 kobolds in a trench coat. You know that song, Lily.
Oh my god, I do.
God, that's a good song. Wellness check. Thank you, CB. Oh, that's for Martini. It's for everybody.
Wow. Okay, we don't. No, we don't get wellness checks. It's only Martini who gets a wellness check.
No,
Yeah, the only person without channel points.
25 minutes to redeem it in Senpi's stream, and I was like, no, you.
So, either way, I've now been cooking this ham for like 4 hours. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to start prepping some other stuff while I'm working on it. And I'm starting to work on some other stuff. I have my ceramic knife out. I've cut a few things. I put the ceramic knife down. I don't know what happened, but there was something else I needed to cut. And then I picked up my ceramic knife and I was like, oh, I need to unsheath it because I always put it back. So I grabbed it and unsheathed it.
Yup.
But I didn't have a sheath on it.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed a blade and ripped.
God.
And I looked down at my hands to 3 of my fingers cut very wide open.
Oh,
And I went, I'm almost done with this ham. I can't go anywhere right now.
God.
I was the same way with the soup.
First I got water on it and cleaned it out as best as I could. And then I just wrapped it really tight with some paper towels and anything I could to make sure it was tight enough that I was like, it just needs pressure. It'll be fine as long as I have enough pressure on it.
Oh my
I can't even complain because I said the same thing.
No,
I had to make the food.
Can't leave your super ham behind.
No, exactly. And that was a good ass ham. I ate it for so long because 10 pounds is way too much for one person.
Made with literal blood and sweat.
And then I told my my grandma, I was like, yeah, I made a 10-pound ham. I didn't realize 10 pounds was so much. And she was like, ha ha ha. And then I told my mom that and she was like, you literally made a 10-pound ham? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, your grandma thought you were joking. She was like, oh, he must have made a lot of ham and then just said 10 pounds. No, that thing was 10.7 pounds.
Damn. Holy moly.
It's delicious. But I will say, on the 4th day of eating ham, I did get tired of it.
I feel like you have to do like multiple different ham recipes when you have that much ham. You can't just eat it straight up.
I had to figure out a way to get it done faster.
You gotta
And
like
eat it
pan it,
faster.
you gotta do like fried rices, you gotta just do sandwiches.
No matter what you
or
put
something.
around it, it's still ham.
It is, but it like tastes a bit different. I feel than if
It
you're just
doesn't.
straight up
Like
eating
you get
ham and potatoes
you
all
notice.
day.
You're like, that's the ham I've been eating for a few days. Still good, but I sure would like to switch it up. On the 4th day of Christmas, eating ham. Hell yeah. Fuck, I still love ham. I just had to stop eating it for a little bit after that.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to take a break.
Yeah, you know, from ham.
Always ham. I've cut myself cooking before, but it was like never this dramatic, guys.
You see,
Well,
this
then-
is only one of the funnier dramatic times I've cut myself while cooking. I cut and or burn myself almost every time I cook, and I cook almost every night.
What?
Yes,
I've
I-
only cut myself once.
I went to visit Mushi in Chicago, right?
Uh-huh.
I tripped on her closet door multiple times in one night.
Run that by me one more time.
I tripped on her closet door
You know when doors jump out at you
multiple
and
times.
grab
You
your
know
leg?
when doors just suddenly put their leg out and make you.
I nearly fell over directly in front of her.
Fuck, that door got me. Jumped out and hit me.
Maybe next time. Like, what up?
I am just a klutz. Mushi,
What
can
were
you concur?
tripping on?
The door!
Ow!
And wasn't
It's
there something
the
with an
door.
espresso?
You just tripping on your feet, where you like head over heels for sushi, and then you like your legs were jelly. Like what's going
Yeah,
on?
it's true, it's true. No, I'm very calm, composed. I was just living my life, happy as a clam. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to see my girlfriend. It's so cool. I'm having the time of my life. I'm gonna go bring her water. Oh shit, I have 2 glasses in my hand, and I just. Yeah.
Door! Ah!
Did you save the water?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. There was no spillage. I'm just glad she
Okay.
wasn't looking. I was posed like a
And-
fucking crane.
Since we're
It
talking
would have
about
been
the
so much
stories of,
funnier if you had been there.
Oh right.
so since we're talking about the stories of you visiting Moshi and
Mhm.
cutting yourself, what happened with that espresso thing?
Mushi has an espresso maker. She loves her espresso maker. And so, every morning, she and I would have coffee, an espresso, with a bit of milk. 3
Yep,
days
makes
of
sense.
that, and, the espresso cups, the things that the little metal cups that you put underneath the drip, they're
Yep.
dirty. They're all dirty.
Yes.
And she's going out to do some errands. I'm like, hey, don't worry about it, baby girl. I'll do the dishes. All right, awesome.
How did you cut yourself on dishes?
I'm getting there.
We're
I
getting
wash almost every dish.
Oh my god.
The plates,
Is
the
there another
bowls,
knife?
the
Or-
knives, and the forks when I get down to the little metal cups at the bottom. These
Okay.
little metal espresso cups. And I pick the first one up. I run it under the water. I add the soap and I'm scrubbing. I'm inside of it, scrubbing it out.
Okay.
And I pull my hand up and out and I don't even
You're
know
like,
how I
wow,
did it.
My hand's real wet, guys, and it's just
Slice
this.
right across the the knuckle of my thumb,
Uh-huh.
the rim of the cup. And I cut myself and started bleeding in the sink.
At least you were already in the sink, and you were already cleaning the dishes. You could just clean them again.
Yep.
Maybe.
It does not have any sharp edges. Mushi ran she did not believe me and ran her fingers over it. Like, how
Yeah.
did you cut yourself?
But
I showed her
honestly,
the The thing is, the only dishes that were left in the sink were the espresso cups and like one plate. So there was nothing else I could have cut myself on. Because the knives were already basically dry.
Okay, good. I get that. I'm glad it was a knife, but I feel like if you an edge that's like not, but kind of sharp enough, it works. I've cut myself dull.
So yeah. Yeah. I cut myself on an espresso cup.
Now do you just have a bunch of scars?
Oh, I have so many scars on my hands. It's not even
And
funny.
you're like, this was the espresso cup. This time.
Okay, that one didn't cut enough to leave a scar, and it was on my knuckle, so like the folds of the knuckle. Even if there was,
That's
it wouldn't be
fair.
visible. But I do have a lot of scars on my hands.
Do you have the soup scar?
Yeah.
You have this scar.
It's hidden
The
by the
sides of,
folds.
like,
I cut myself
yeah.
directly on the knuckle. I could see the knuckle. Okay? I could see it. So it was right on the knuckle. So it's mostly hidden. But if I hold my hand up and I look down at that bitch, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. I can see the knuckle. A constant reminder. And now every time I pick up that
Reminder of
fucking ceramic knife, my mother looks at me and goes, Lily, be careful.
You know what I'll do to you.
You know what happens when you're not careful. I got second-degree burns across my entire right hand one time, actually, on a lawnmower.
You guys have wild stories. It's crazy. I'm just there living under a rock. Like, none of this happens.
On a lawnmower.
Oh, that's scary because lawnmowers are kind of scary.
Oh yeah, it was a riding mower.
Oh god.
It was a 95-degree day. And
Okay.
it's this sunny old place, right? It had been raining
What
for
is
the
that in,
last
like non-freedom units? I'm very
non-freedom
sorry.
units. That's perfectly fine. I forgot.
Like
It
really
was
high,
about
like,
40 degrees.
Yeah, like in the high 30s. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was about 40 degrees.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Lily
It was-
knows non-freedom unit, surprisingly.
Yeah, I do.
don't.
So, the motherfucker stalls when I'm halfway through the yard.
Okay.
It had been raining for the last 3 days. The grass was still kind of wet, and it was nearly up to my shin. It was
Mhm.
bad. I needed the rider.
Yeah.
It stalls, and I'm like, fuck. So I pop the hood open. I'm just looking, making sure, okay, nothing is out of place. Close the hood. I'm like, fuck. It might be out of gas or oil. That's fine.
Okay.
So I lean over and I put my hand on the bottom of the mower that had just been running in 40-degree heat. And I put my hand on the bottom, the chassis, the metal fucking chassis. I hear a sizzle
Oh god.
before I feel it. And it is the worst pain I've ever felt in my life.
You make me
Lily.
surprised to find out exhaust is a really high temperature.
Exhaust are fucking hot.
So I rip my hand off and I just go, fuck.
Yes.
I look down at my hand. Bitch, is a tomato. I'm
No
like,
shit.
ah, shit. I done did it this time.
Yes,
wait.
and it's like immediate like water or like cold water. Like,
You do not want
to. I think ice is too fast of a temperature
You
difference,
do
but,
not
like,
want to do that. You do not want to do that. Lukewarm water. I didn't do that. Because I was like, oh, fuck. I'm going to need to put water on this. And I go to take a step away and I go to step to the steps of my deck. When I realize it's only hurting more.
Okay.
And
Can I give you
more.
a quick pause?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna remember this. Like, not your story. I'll remember your story, but I'm not gonna remember my story after this. So if anyone could remind me garbage explosion after this, that'd be great. I'd be very grateful.
Okay, I'll remember.
Okay.
All right, cool. Thank you. Continue, Lily.
It's hurting more and more. By the time I get to the door, I'm actually almost buckled over. I'm the type of person who I have had gashes, cuts. I have been deathly ill multiple times. Didn't even
That sounds
wince.
terrifying, but okay.
I have a very high pain tolerance. My mother didn't realize I had 2 horrible ear infections as a baby because I didn't make a sound. Nearly killed me. Very high pain
That's
tolerance.
scary.
This buckled me over. I get in there, I kind of stagger in and I go, Mom, sibling, I fucked up. I burned myself bad. And Mom goes, oh, baby girl, you need to put some water on that. And I go, no, it's already blistered. I need to go to the hospital.
Oh yeah. Mm.
And she looks at my face, sees that I am in pain, and goes, oh shit. So
Time
we
to
get
drop
down to the
everything.
hospital and they're like, oh yeah, these are almost 3rd-degree burns. I got
Nice.
lucky.
Nice.
And they're like, yeah, no, she's not going to be able to move her hand for a while. She's going to need a cream and stuff
Yeah.
like this to prevent infection, keep it covered.
Mhm.
Don't move it.
Yeah.
Good ending to the story, right?
And
I
then
never
you
used the cream.
Went ahead and went stupid.
no.
Yeah.
I never used the cream. I forgot. I have a very high pain tolerance. I don't know if you know that. I forgot I had burned my hand after about a day and forgot about the cream. I never used it. I still have the cream.
Lily.
My hand's perfectly fine.
Lily. Still. Lily, no.
One day, I was just looking at my desk and I go, huh, I wonder where that cream's there. And I pick it up and I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. It's still sealed. And I bring it out to my mom. I'm like, ha, look what I forgot. And she goes, Lily. No. And I just go, Lily, yeah. And I just went back into my This was years and years ago. The soup incident was
No.
much more recent. Garbage explosion hit me.
Oh, garbage explosion. Ha, me.
The delay.
I thought that was still part of your story. I was like, oh, there was a garbage explosion for her? That's crazy.
Yeah, I've only been part of one explosion.
Hell yeah. So,
With wild lives. It's very entertaining, but also very
I have so many stories. I don't even have garbage explosion written down, like on my story list of things that I need to add.
We're just getting them for free.
Yes, y'all, you're all welcome. So, at some point in time, I lived on a decent amount of property before the first economy went down, like in 2009? 2008, 2009?
Yeah, 8.
But either way, we lived in such a spot and we had so much property that we didn't have a garbage service.
Okay.
Oh.
So because of that, we would go and we would dig a hole, take the garbage to the hole, burn it, and then bury the hole eventually and make a new hole.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, at this time, we had 2 trucks, and a tractor that all ran diesel, and we
Okay.
had 1 car that ran gasoline.
Mm-hmm.
So all of our fuel tanks always had diesel in them.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you're burning anything, diesel is like a really good like fuel to use because it doesn't explode. It burns for forever, and it's just
Okay. I
but
feel like
it's
Ron
not-
knows where this is going.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
great fuel for it to use. It doesn't explode though. Diesel is a very slow burning, long time thing. It's
Very
awesome.
clean too.
Greatly recommended for
Okay.
burning. So either way, it's sometime in the winter. It had rained recently. I was like, oh man, I
Oh.
gotta burn all this stuff. I've got to use some of this fuel because most of the time I didn't even use the fuel, but I'd used the diesel fuel to burn stuff before. I know exactly how it works. I wasn't worried about it.
Uh-huh.
I've been playing with fire all of my life. My dad
Also concerning, but okay.
was a firefighter,
Okay.
so that was I've actually been inside of burning buildings because he was like, check this out, and I went inside.
That is kind of cool, but like also
Thinking back,
weird enough,
thinking
was
back
it
now,
awful?
probably
Was
shouldn't
it-
have happened.
Oh my god.
So either way, I'm in this burn pit. I know it's got some things that are wet in there. I'm like, and I start pouring diesel on it, and I'm going for longer and longer. I'm putting a large amount of diesel on it because I'm like, it's going to need a lot of it because of how long this is going.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how people have internal monologues, like they can talk to themselves in their heads?
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Okay.
Like, I don't really have, I can't visually see things. Whatever
Yeah.
that visual, whatever that's called.
That's aphantasia.
Yeah, I have aphantasia, so I don't really see anything visually in my imagination. And I also don't really have like an internal monologue, like everything is external.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to myself constantly, as I've always done.
Yeah.
And at some point in time, I've now poured all of this diesel all over the garbage, and I am down in this pit because, again, we've dug it down into the ground, so I had to get in it to light it.
Are you covered in diesel at this point?
I'm,
Down in the fucking
I'm
pit
smart
of
enough to
shit
not
you're
cover
burning.
myself with diesel. That would be absolutely ridiculous.
Okay.
But I cursed myself that day, and I think it made a point. The very last thing I did before I lit the match to light this fire up was I made a little spot where I was like, oh, I'll put all these little small things here, they'll light, and then the diesel will light, and we'll be all good.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I said was, gasoline doesn't explode like it does in the movies.
Oh,
And I
my
guarantee at
God.
that second, all that diesel turned into gasoline. And you know what I learned? Gasoline blows up exactly like it does in the movies.
Oh
Because I was
my
suddenly
God.
inside of a fireball.
Oh Jesus!
Legit exploded. There was suddenly an explosion, and I saw it in slow motion as the match lit, and I just saw fire come towards me.
That is terrifying.
This fire was, I was too busy like worrying about myself, being the fact that I've just been in the middle of an explosion. to
Yup.
see everything.
Oh.
So I'm in a dirt pit, and immediately I'm like, okay. My immediate thought is I'm on fire. This isn't good, which is correct.
Yeah.
That's a good thought to have when on
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
I agree.
I immediately
like to
jump out
imagine-
of the dirt pit.
One sec.
Yeah.
I like to imagine, you don't have an inner monologue, right? So
Yeah.
I like to imagine that you just kind of look down at your burning skin and go, "Oh, that's not great. I'm on fire," out loud.
That is what I imagine as
To
well.
tell you the truth, I wasn't 100% sure if I was on fire or not. I immediately assumed I was in an explosion. I am on fire. I did not check.
Crazy that you
But
did
what
not
I did
check,
do-
okay.
Well,
Mhm.
I'm not. I would rather act like I am on fire than check to see if I'm on fire and delay the fact that I'm on fire.
Yeah, fair.
Mhm.
So I'm like, all right, I am on fire. Time to do this. I run and jump out of the pit, body slam myself to the ground, and just start
Mhm.
rolling in the dirt. Because I
Yeah.
have no idea if I'm on fire or not, but I've heard stop, drop, and roll. I didn't
Yes.
really stop and drop because I was in a fire pit, but you know, I launched
did
and
drop and
slammed
rolls,
and
okay.
rolled.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
after that, after I rolled for a pretty good bit, I got up, I
Mhm.
checked, I wasn't on fire, and then I noticed that there was grass around the fire pit about 6 foot out from the fire pit that was also on fire. So now I'm sprinting around trying to put all the fires out around the pit.
God.
So my adrenaline's up. I don't feel anything right now. I am like, okay, I've got to get all these fires out. I'm getting all these fires out. I know that there was a big loud explosion. I don't know like how loud it was.
Yeah.
Apparently my stepdad heard a noise, but he didn't care to go check it.
God damn.
And then finally,
scary.
well, there's a lot of stories over my stepdad. That'll happen in life soon, but later. But
Okay.
finally, once all the things are like out, I'm like, okay, cool. My adrenaline drops a little bit, and then I feel it. Oh my god!
Oh,
I had burns
God.
all the way up my right arm. My half of my hair was gone.
Oh,
My
God.
right eyebrow was completely gone. There was burns on my
Christ.
face. And I just remember walking over because we had a spigot over by the barn, which is where this was at,
Yeah.
and just turning on the water and just dousing myself in the water.
Bro.
I was, as soon as my adrenaline dropped and I was like, okay, there's no more fires, everything is safe. I was like, I'm in so much pain.
Oh, my
And I was just had the water just pouring on me. And I finally called my mom. Because again, this was far enough that they, like, apparently it shook the house. And they
That's
heard
Bruh.
it, but
crazy.
didn't go check on this noise.
It shook the house. They were like, everything's fine.
Yeah. So I called my mom and go, hey, I'm at the burn pit. I need you to come grab me.
Yeah.
And then she was like, what happened? And then she came down and she saw all the burn marks around the burn pit. She saw half of my hair was gone. All this shit.
Christ.
And, you know, I live in a place that medical's not the best. And my whole family has never been great with medical. So
Yeah.
he just went and got me burn cream. And I stayed in the shower for a long time.
God damn.
Actually,
That is-
surprisingly enough, there have been no long-lasting scars that I know of from that.
That's pretty surprising.
That is
Mhm.
pretty surprising.
Probably due to your quick reaction.
Yeah. If I was on fire, or if I was or was not on fire, I will literally never know just because of the simple fact that I was like, I immediately assumed I'm on fire. I was in an explosion. Just get out of this burn pit and start rolling. And I was
Yeah, I
like,
think it's
"Okie dokie."
just better at that point to just assume
Hmm.
Yeah.
than to not and just be like, huh, I wonder. And then just delay it.
I like Ross' statement. Good thing it was winter.
Good thing it was nice and chilly out so that you could feel the extra bit of your nerves dying.
Okay, switch the diesel with gasoline. I didn't. There's no goddamn reason why there was gasoline in that thing. But I think I cursed myself, and it turned to gasoline to prove a point, and it did very well.
Well, Ross seems to think it was the 2 trucks and a tractor thing, but I
Yeah,
think you
which
mentioned
all
that they
take
were all
diesel.
Yeah, so.
There's no reason why we should have had any gasoline tanks.
But other questions Raw had mentioned before was Lily for the ranch,
Mhm.
ranch story.
Yeah.
Where did you pour the coffee?
So to tell you the truth, the cup already had a
Obviously.
tiny bit of coffee in it.
Hell yeah, there we go.
So I didn't
my
eat
God.
the ranch. I just rinsed it out. I wasn't about to experience that new sensation. But-
Okay.
I realized that I had poured the ranch basically directly after I had poured the ranch because I had felt it in my hand and I was like, wait a minute. Did I just...
Weren't you eating like?
Hold
carrot cake and you
the
just, like,
fuck
dipped your
on.
carrots
Why
in
did
the
you
ranch
feel the ranch?
I felt the ranch container in my hand.
bottle?
Like I could feel the
Oh.
bottle in my hand and I was like, wait a minute. Did I really just do that? But I couldn't see, I couldn't look over into the cup. So that's why I pulled it up to my face. I was like, did I really just... Oh yeah, okay, I did that. So I just poured that ranch into the actual tiny cup I was using for the carrots. And then I went and rinsed
Okay,
it out.
Which was now a ranch and coffee mix.
Yes.
How was that?
I did not experience that new sensation.
What the fuck? Why not?
Good question. I'm a
You
coward.
already had it. Like I would have had to been like, oh man, I really fucked up. But
Let's
Right.
make the most out of it.
No.
let's try it and see what happens.
I was trying to top that off because, like, it was a tiny bit from the old pot that I had had.
Mm-hmm.
There was just a tiny bit in there. I was too tired. I was like, any coffee's good coffee. I just was like, all right, I've had a single drink. I should be okay to continue. So I made extra coffee.
Mm.
You poured the ranch coffee onto the carrots. Yeah. That's what
I'm
talking
not
about. I was thinking
having-
more of a dip.
I'm not having Bugs Bunny poutine. I'm sorry.
And Simpy says wellness check, and I'm gonna just assume that's for everybody, even though
No,
Yes,
it's just for
everyone.
you. I'm sorry, Martini. I hope you're
Oh,
doing
thank
well. I'm not. I'm dying. There's actually a hole in my leg right now.
Interesting.
what's going on
What?
with Simpy. Oh, Paco.
Yes.
Actually, you
We're
told
not-
me another story. I would think it was like 3 weeks ago. You told me this crazy ass story. You should say that story as well.
What story?
You're the one from like 3 weeks ago. You remember it?
Can we take 2
No, I
seconds
don't.
to talk about the hole in the leg that Lily mentioned really offhandedly?
What do you,
I cut
Lily's like,
myself
yeah,
a
I
lot.
clearly have a hole in my leg, and then you just
it'll be
I
like that
don't
sometimes.
understand how you moved on from that.
I
It'd be
stepped
like
in.
that sometimes.
I stepped in porcelain. Don't go silent. Do not go silent. This is a normal occurrence.
Also has a hole in your leg, right? Not
Totally
currently,
normal,
no.
yeah.
Run that by me one more
I
time,
s-
and then try to question again why I'm silent.
I stepped in porcelain.
Also, why does it say yapping with these goons, Martini? You are part of the goons.
You are the goon.
Yes. Well, we
We're
were all
actually.
goons.
This is a. Oh,
right,
I
I
forgot
can-
the word. Never mind.
I can see it. This is a harem.
That
Paco.
wasn't the word I was going for. All right.
This is a harem.
This is a harem
Martini,
in the style of this is.
are you the head of the harem? Or is it Paco?
I thought it could be
It's
Paco.
Paco.
What?
It's Paco.
It's definitely Paco.
It's definitely
What
Paco.
do, what do you mean?
You are the head of the harem.
I agree.
I'm the head?
Okay, so I used to have a little porcelain chalice on my shelf. And one day my sibling gets really mad, slams the door, porcelain thing falls.
Okay.
I'm pissed, right? But, porcelain thing shatters all over the ground. I'm like, well, fuck. Somebody's going to have to clean this. And it's definitely not going to be my sibling, who right now is very pissed. So I just get up and I step past it, clean it. I didn't have my slippers. They were in the other room. I just kind of hoped and prayed.
Clearly
Well,
that
the
was-
thing about porcelain is it has a ton of tiny little shards. And since the porcelain thing was in my room, in front of my door, not all the shards have been found as of yet.
As of yet, Jesus Christ.
The tiny, tiny ones. I've
Mhm.
swept so much to try to get them up, but occasionally
Those are the
I'll
fun
just take a step into my room and go, Well, shit.
Found another one.
Yep.
That's terrible.
I just get up, I go get the tweezers, plug it out, and clean it off, call it a night. Not much I can do.
Damn.
Of course, I'll sweep a few minutes after, just to double, triple check, but the most recent one was this week.
God damn it.
Yeah. The great part about porcelain, though, it's pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
And cuts clean. As I learned with soup.
With soup, yeah. That's what I
Soup?
Soup.
Good soup.
My sibling really enjoyed the soup. We all enjoyed the soup. It was very funny soup. I need to make soup again. It's a pretty good soup. It's made with chilies, hamburger meat, potatoes, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, with a nice tomato sauce in it.
How liquid does something have to be a soup?
Pretty liquid. I would say that if it involves a gravy, it's a stew. If it involves some kind of gravy or thickener like that, it's a stew.
I was gonna say porridge, but I can agree with stew.
I had a Jamaican style beef kidney stew
Oh.
like last week that I made.
Mm.
Really,
Sounds
it was
good.
really good. Especially when I bought the kidney from a farmer's market, so it was fresh.
Ooh.
Ooh, oh, that sounds extra good.
I usually only do adult knees, but I could do it. I could try it.
I always buy my meat from the farmer's market whenever it's in season. Like T-bone steaks, New York strips, along with 3 things of Korean barbecue ribs that I have in my freezer right now. that
Oh,
I
wow.
need to cook.
Thanks, Simpy. Thanks. All right, that's it. I see how it is. This anti-suck sentiment. This anti-suck
waiting.
sentiment.
I've been waiting for Simpy's time to go down so I get well.
No, Can
The
we
anti-suck
individually
sentiment.
reset timers for people? I feel like half an hour ago, and I still have half an
That's because I just hit it
shut up
again.
to an hour.
I just hit it again.
hour.
Yeah, it's global.
Bruh.
I got that wellness check in. Hey.
At least. I thought he was just like, no, fuck Martini. We're giving her like an hour. She's gonna spam this shit every 30 minutes.
All right, I have another image that I want everybody's opinion on.
Okay, yep. Ready.
Ready? I've barely even got it up on my screen
I'm
yet.
ready.
I'm ready. Promotion. I'm ready.
I'll
All
be
right.
right back. Hold up.
Bitch. How can I get everybody's opinion on an
You
image?
didn't tell the story from the other week.
Yeah, okay. When you come back, you're telling that story.
To go earlier.
Yeah, you're
What
telling that
story?
story when you come back, Paco.
You better think of a story.
Go on.
Think
You
of
can leave for
something that
now, but
happened
you better be
2
ready.
weeks ago.
You better be ready. Or this harem is leaving you. Yeah, the harem's gonna be gone.
Oh shit.
You're not gonna have a harem.
That's quite a.
Earlier was the
What
photo.
is
Are you gonna post it?
Okay, yeah, I'll post the image. I have a lot of tabs open, so text me a sec. This image here.
Losing my virginity, mauled by bears. There's the first science I read.
That sentence.
Oh, what I saw
Those-
was mauled by bears.
Those phrases. Those phrases put together.
The
Mako.
whole host family. Who
Those are the first things I read.
Oh.
No. What can I
You
say?
have to read them together.
No, I don't have to read them together. There's a
Losing
bunch
your
of words
virginity to bears is part of the gameplay loop presented in Baldur's Gate 3.
there. And for everyone that's watching my screen,
Oh my
here,
god, the bears
here's the
next scene
image.
of Baldur's Gate
Yeah, I was also gonna put up the image because
And I read the losing my virginity, mauled by bears as the first words because they're all like I'm not gonna read that left or right. I'm just gonna have to pick something randomly, and those were the ones I picked.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we feel about this image?
And the question is,
Yeah,
what are you looking forward to during your study abroad? And like, where are they going? Why are you
Losing my
looking forward to
virginity.
getting mauled by
Chicago.
bears?
Looking forward to
Chicago. It's Chicago. You could lose your virginity and get mauled by a bear in Chicago.
Hey, hold on.
You're going to France. There's literally croissant and
Be
macaron
right
at the
back.
bottom.
Look, listen. You're not thinking of the right bears.
Exactly.
There we go.
That's what I'm saying.
Really good.
Get mauled by a
Yes.
bear in Chicago, you can lose your virginity. Bada bing, bada boom. There's even biodiversity here. Do you know how many new strains of bacteria can be found in Chicago weekly?
Look,
I don't think I want to know, do I?
are you looking forward to the city? The mold? The bus?
The train was actually what I took.
The alcohol host family?
Living. My favorite one here is living. Just the living.
Holy, hey, so
living.
Lily.
Huh? Yeah?
See, you know my friend who it does like has a barn now, but was also giving extra things that when she was doing massages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's gonna be a host family now in like 2 weeks.
Who did she have to give a hand job? I mean, who did she massage to get that position?
I don't know.
All right.
Because she told me like she was surprised. And I'm like, what do you mean?
What?
Are you surprised by this? I feel like you have to sign up for this. No one's just randomly giving me a child.
Well, actually,
Even a child.
Instagram? Are you looking forward to Instagram?
oh,
Ugh.
what are we doing, Pandy?
Serious
This is
travel?
the Gooncast podcast.
Hi, Pandy. You don't question it.
It's a
Wait,
good-
I can't
I
nut.
can't nut.
Edging?
He
Because
he
you
is
could
the
randomly get
gooner.
children as we speak. I fucking better not. Hey, and just so y'all know, y'all can join by text. Send this person and your message to 22333.
All right, I'm gonna pull my phone up.
I'm reading the thing that you put. Oh, hold on.
Huh?
I'm the fucking Gooner King person. That's right, you are, Pandy.
That's why you
Damn right, you are, Pandy.
It's true. It's true. Somebody
Really
feed
is.
Pandy. Somebody feed Pandy.
I think I'm in your stream. I can feed Pandy.
Ayo.
How are you supposed to feed Pandy?
With
Yeah.
channel points, Martini. Something
Yeah.
you would learn about eventually.
Wow, that's so mean.
No,
How
she has the full ability to do it. This isn't mean because she hasn't gotten to the point. She can do this at any time. She is refusing to do it.
Wow, that's so rude, actually.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird of him to bring up something all the time,
No.
consistently,
I'm not the only
in a
one.
very pushy way?
McCorgs,
McCorgs.
the Goon King, has been fed.
You.
I'm the one who did the voice for that, by the way. I did the audio for that. I'm proud of it.
I can't hear it, but I bet it's amazing.
Hang on, maybe I can recreate it. The Goon King thanks you.
That is amazing, actually.
I added like reverb to it, but yeah.
Ooh, oh, the reverb has to make it so good, actually.
And he only plays Helldivers. He only played Helldivers for like 2 weeks, so I just made it the Helldivers launch sound in the
I
background.
love that.
Yeah. Now Pandy stuck.
Huh?
Stuck on Night Ring.
Words were hard there, weren't they? Like,
Yeah. Words were really difficult on that particular statement. It'd be like that sometimes. You know, life. Living. La vida
the hard
loca.
stuff.
Living la vida loca.
I'm playing Night
I
Ring
swear-
right now, see?
I knew it. I knew it.
See?
Fucking. I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna call you out, but like,
I was.
sincerely, touch grass.
Goddamn.
From the bottom of my
Hold on,
heart.
Hold on.
As a
Hold
For
on,
Honor.
hold on.
Well, okay.
I
Hit
would
me.
like to talk about this
Slap me.
for a quick second.
Harder.
Just a quick moment.
On the ass.
Pandy plays Night Rain, For Honor, Overwatch. What? There's another one that I wanted to bring up. I guess
Mhm.
Nah, those three are good enough. But For Honor, Overwatch, and Night Rain, and is constantly playing all of those games.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. He's also in college.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's rough.
But he is
Yeah.
on summer break right now, so this is really just his relaxing time.
This
He
is
relaxes on
his
those three
relaxing
games.
time. Alone. In his room. With a controller.
On those 3 games.
Pandy. Share your porn collection with me. In DMs
No.
later,
No.
please.
What?
I need to
What?
know. I need to know what keeps you going. I need to know. From the bottom of my heart, I have to know what's kept you going for the last couple years.
Wild statement.
It's
He is the Goon King
understandable.
for a reason.
It's understandable. You can't be the Goon King without the proper Goon Horde.
And he has it.
He has to. I'm looking at my DMs, looking here. I'm waiting. I don't care if it's E621. I don't care if it's R34. I don't care if it's red gifts. Just hit me. It's a wild thing for them to come in on.
Welcome.
Hi, Brightstar. Oh no.
You joined just in time.
Yeah, we were just talking about the Goon Horde. Hello.
Yeah, great first impression for Brightstar. Don't worry about it, Brightstar. It's nothing you have to worry about.
The Goon Horde is
Oh,
a beautiful
God.
thing. It's a highly personal thing.
Mhm.
To show someone's Goon Horde is to express their soul in a truly primal and honestly heartfelt way.
What was the game that Pandy requested, and then when you were playing it, he gooned the entire time?
Near Automata.
Understandable.
And I think that was Liz. But yeah,
I thought it was
near.
Pandy.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Liz. Or maybe... No, it was Pandy. It was Near
Is
Automata.
Pandy a thief? Was it Thief? Was that the name of the game?
Oh, he gooned the entire time that I played Thief as well. But... Like, he was the only one there. I just really wanted to play Thief that day, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. I don't care if nobody cares about this game. I want to care about it.
Understandable.
I never finished the game, by the way. I think about that almost twice a week. Like, I never finished Thief. And then I realized nobody cares. And so I stopped caring.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't finish a lot of things.
Metal Gear got finished.
Metal Gear
Overall.
definitely got finished, much to my dismay.
I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna finish Spirit Fair. I'm not gonna finish Half-Life 2.
Yeah, fair. I got Black
Half-Life 1
Mesa
was
not
fun.
long ago. I want to try that.
I saw somebody playing it. Oh, they haven't streamed in a while. Oh.
Aw. How do you
Hopefully
just
they're
have
okay.
that many tabs open?
I'm sorry.
How do you have that many tabs open?
What do you mean?
It did not take you any time to know how long it had been since that person streamed.
No, that was just a thought.
Uh-huh.
I didn't check like.
Uh-huh.
No, they haven't streamed in this long.
Clean your Chrome, bitch. This isn't like
don't use
cyberpunk
Chrome.
talk. I want you to clean your Google Chrome.
I don't use Google Chrome.
I want you to clean your Firefox.
Oh, but I don't want to clean my Fox.
Clean it. Clean your Chrome, Chum.
I don't know about that.
You don't like my cyberpunk talk?
Let's see. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tab open.
I played the 5th.
See?
I played the 5th.
Now, if we start talking about other things,
No,
I've also got OBS open.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't consider that a tab, though.
No.
Paco Backhead, he's supposed to tell that story.
I'm back.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah,
Tell
yeah,
that.
it's
Tell
not fucking
story.
Let
It's
us hear the
story
story, Paco.
time.
For for 4 years in a row, I burned my left hand, specifically my palm, in
On
some
what?
way, shape, or form.
You know,
Alright.
it's tradition.
Mhm. Cinco de Mayo.
Mhm.
Each time it was, no, only once it was with a firework that I thought it was a dud. And the worst part about it is it was a smoke grenade that somehow exploded into my hand. Only caused minor injuries, surprisingly. We're gonna just use toothpaste to cover it up. Or
of
just
course.
fix it.
Is that a known
Toothpaste.
thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just Cinco de Mayo things, you know?
Sure.
You never use toothpaste to stop a burn?
I've used
You know,
mustard.
that's funny.
There you go.
And then for a few other Fourth of July's, fireworks tipped over and shot directly towards me. So that was fun.
That's scary.
Huh.
Hey Paco, I've got some horrible news for you then.
Huh.
4th of July is coming.
Yep.
Soon.
Soon.
Anything bad happened
Are
to me
you
within the
fucking
last
ready?
couple years,
Are you
so I'm
prepared?
fine.
Do you have what it takes?
So how did you have what you assume to be a dud in your hand, and then it go
It's
off?
because
Yes, it's coffee
I
time.
was continuously messing with it
Coffee.
as it didn't go off when I pulled off the string,
Java. Yes.
and so there was still a little bit of it attached,
Mhm.
and I was like, but it's not gonna do anything. I'll be fine.
Oh,
And then after
God.
playing it, after like messing around with it for like 5 minutes, it decided, you know what, I'm explode
Okay,
Casual.
next question. Himbo, thank you for the follow.
Thank you, Himbo,
next
very
question.
much. That's
Oh
an
my God,
amazing
Halo's
name.
here. Holy shit.
Why did you have what you assume to be a dud in your hand for 5 minutes?
Wait, 5 minutes. I somehow missed that part.
Wait,
Can
5 minutes? I
5
I missed the
minutes?
5-minute part too.
Don't worry, I've got it for y'all. He did say 5 minutes.
I
You're
did-
gonna,
yeah,
yeah,
I did
you're
say
gonna have
5
to come back on that. What?
circle back around?
'Cause then
Bring it on
was
back.
gonna blow up. Then again, this was like when I was 14. I was pretty stupid.
Okay.
Uh-huh. That wasn't that long ago.
That was like what, yesterday?
Considering you're still in college, yeah, that really wasn't
Yeah,
that
within
long
that
ago.
same year, I also factored my PQL baseball factors. So.
Uh-huh. Okay. So 5 minutes. Why
But then
5
until-
minutes? Why did you hold on to
Yeah,
it?
5 minutes.
Were you planning to goon with it?
No.
Coward.
That
It's
was
like
like
minutes.
the worst no I've ever heard. No, I would never.
I would never goon with the firework. I would never put a Roman candle in there.
The fact that it was a dud and there might be a chance it could still go off and the excitement of it? No, I wouldn't do that.
Terrible.
Sounding's getting more common every year.
Oh god.
Hey, you want to know a running bit that I've been doing for a while now that it just entertains the fuck out of me?
All right, hit me.
Mm.
It is specifically with Paco, and I don't know if he's caught on yet. I don't think he has.
I haven't.
Yeah, and I'm going to ruin it by doing this, which is a shame, but it is funny every single time. Every stream that I have Paco on, where we were playing Marvel Rivals the other day, and some other
Mhm.
times, at some point in time to the stream, I typically am like, oh, let me go grab something. Paco, hey, tell me that story you told me. Paco has never told me a fucking story in my life.
Because I don't really have that many interesting
And
ones.
then
I've ever
I
heard of.
walk away, and he just makes something up.
I can relate to that.
It is
Honestly,
awesome.
if Mako did something like that to me, I would probably end up telling some really embarrassing fucking stories that are
Yeah.
like actually true.
Like the soup scar.
That one's not nearly as embarrassing. Like that one's just funny. I think that's funny. I'm not embarrassed to say that I
No.
answered soup when the nurse asked me how I cut myself.
Soup?
I'm not kidding. I was so deadpan. I went, well, soup. Just like that. I looked a woman dead in the eye and said that.
Mm.
But I need your
That's
guys' opinion on another image. This is vaguely related to a
hold
previous
on.
event in the stream.
Okay.
How do we
So,
feel
my
about
virginity mauled by bear?
how do we feel about this for Mako for this Halloween?
Professor Platypus. Hold on.
No, the reference throwback.
How do we feel about this image?
We'll
Someone
accept payment in
Move.
If
Will you
have to
accept?
ask, Pandy. Not Pandy, sorry. Paco. If you have to ask.
Pandy,
doesn't have
do
to
you
ask.
have to
Pandy knows.
ask? Can you accept the moop, Pandy? Can that platypusy take the moop?
I knew you were gonna say something like that.
I've become predictable. No! I can't keep mooping it. I can't keep mooping it.
Someone.
I have a clip on my channel of me taking villager back shots.
Crazy statement as well.
My poor Twitch. What do you mean, Pandy?
What do you mean?
It's dying. Oh no. What's happening?
God, I'm so sad, by the way.
Oh yeah?
My favorite band is doing their first tour in like 3 decades. And I'm the poorest I've been in years.
Oh no.
It's all so far.
R.I.P.
The closest one I'd be able to catch is New York.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Imagine how excited that is.
I've been seeing
Ooh,
posts
what's
about it all
New
over
York?
my feeds because I follow them everywhere and I'm just looking at it like, And they are not going to do another one. It's 9 Inch Nails. They're never going to do another one.
Oh. Duh, I knew that. Why did I fucking say Aviators?
I mean, he did perform at FurCon this year in Vegas.
Aviators?
Yes.
The fuck is FurCon?
FurCon, he's not.
God damn.
I was just gonna say like a logical explanation, but like.
Yeah, I assumed it was furries in Vegas, and I was like,
Yeah, it
maybe-
is. It is furries in Vegas, but I just had to say it. I just had it in me. I had to give it.
Mm,
I had to give you these nuts. I'm sorry.
you really did have to.
Yeah. It's a social requirement. Martini, you're next.
Sure.
I have honey roasted or lightly salted.
Dude, I fucking love honey roasted nuts.
They are really good.
Yeah, they are. Honey roasted, slightly salted, put it in my mouth.
Someone write that
So
down
true,
there?
breasty. Honestly, I like mine without salt. Sweat's enough.
Sweat is salt.
Yeah, but there's a difference. There's salt, but
The
there's
gooiness?
also... No, it's not even quite goo. It's like... essence.
Essence.
You understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something
Mm-hmm.
personal. In every job.
Yeah. Sweat.
That's why I always keep a couple of
Very
vials around me. Mushi doesn't know this, but I have at least 4 essences of Mushi sitting on my desk right now.
The
Mm. Well,
the
now
height
she
of
knows.
that note that she just said okay at was very impressive.
I will forever be jealous of the people who can squeak. I
don't-
cannot squeak.
I don't know if I can squeak. I might not on command. That's for sure.
Ayo.
Ayo.
Ayo. Ayo. Pause. Did we just hear the squeak? We heard it. We got the squeak. Yes.
Lily saying.
I did it. We can be happy now.
You did it, Lily.
Yay.
Squeak.
Huh?
Oh. Titty baguette.
Avec fromage.
I don't think Martini knows titty baguette.
Is she
I'm not
about
gonna
to?
say it here.
Oh.
No.
No.
That one is gonna be a redeem.
Is it just
That'll be
gonna...
part of story time redeem.
Okay, so it's just a storytime redeem. Is there gonna be like, I gotta know, are you gonna have like a Google Doc with a list of names? You better not lurk. We're about to talk about Titty Baguette. You are gonna miss this. You are gonna
I
miss
already have
peak.
It's
I
like
already have
late.
a note in my phone of like all my stories with, and I'm working on like having specific names for them.
Mhm.
I've got a full idea of calling it IRL stream achievements. No, not stream. Sorry, IRL Steam achievements.
Okay.
I'm going to have a friend that's an artist make 2 images for each one. One that's like completely grayed out, and then
Mhm.
one that looks like streams, like orange.
Mhm.
You've done it. You've got the achievement.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they're all going to be grayed out, and then I will whenever the redeem happens,
Yeah.
I will do a random number generator.
Yeah.
Whatever one it lands on will be the story I tell, and then that particular story will go from grayed out to bright, and then I will say all of my
That's so
stories
cute.
before I actually go back and like start repeating stories.
All right. That sounds pretty cute, actually. I like that. I
love
like that.
I might
love
even
the
have it
music
set up to
concept.
where I have a regular redeem that's like random story or random IRL Steam achievement, and one that's like pick an IRL Steam achievement, which would be more points. But if somebody's like, I love this story, I want to hear this one.
All right. All right.
That sounds really cute.
What is your craziest experience inside of a Walmart?
I don't have too many crazy experiences inside of a Walmart. I know we've played Walmart hide and seek a few times. I think I've probably pushed down, like as a child, teenager, I've probably pushed down a few displays by shoving somebody into them.
Okay.
Okay.
I've definitely hidden in a Walmart, but at the time that I was a teenager, all Walmarts were 24/7, so like you can hide in there for a long time and be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I don't at this exact second I'm not thinking of any crazy things. You know what? Hold on. I have one thing that happened in a Walmart that has very much affected me and I use in my life still. I don't use it enough, but it is funny. And it was from my father before he died. Because if it was after he died in the Walmart, it probably wouldn't be cool.
I played bowling.
The way you said that. You're...
I mean, it'd be pretty cool to play bowling. I'm sure an urn would have a crazy flight path.
My dad proved to me that people don't actually know other people, but they're afraid to prove that at a Walmart. And he goes,
Uh-huh.
we're just walking around. Me and him are just walking around. Me and him used to like just randomly drive around and go places. And we were in a Walmart. I don't think we actually had like anything we needed to be there for, but we were just there.
Yeah.
And he goes, hey, watch this. And I go, okay. And he walked up to a guy that I've never seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, oh, hey, man, it's been forever. How have you been? And the guy goes, oh, shit, it has been. Holy, how are you doing? And he's like, oh, dude, I'm good. I'm just here with my son. We're just getting a few things. He's like, oh, that's great. And they just started talking as if they've known each other for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And then finally, they're like, all right, well, it was good catching back up to you. I'll see you later. And it's like, yeah, I'll see you later. And then they left. And I'm walking around with Dad. I was like, I've never seen that guy before. Who was that? And he was like, I don't fucking know.
It's just like
I've
the
never
polite
seen that guy in my life,
thing
but I
to
knew
do,
he would
though.
lie and say he saw me.
I just feel like it's the polite thing to do. If someone were to walk up to Oh my
It
God.
is the polite thing to do, but it sure does make you look ridiculous when they don't actually know you and you do that.
I think it's just simple. You're just like, yeah. It's been like a while. My God.
Wow, it's been so long I don't even know who the fuck you are.
Remind me your name, actually.
Yeah. You can just be like, oh man, I actually don't remember you. I'm sorry. When did we know each other? Like you can just say that and it'd be fine, but people don't do that. You can do that shit literally anywhere and no one calls you out on it. I've done it multiple times.
If you have the charisma and
So
an
much fun.
unmemorable, like you don't have any like super duper crazy features,
Mhm.
yeah, it just works. It really does.
Even if you have crazy features, you can still do it. I don't really have crazy features on me at this time, But even if you do, you can be like, oh man, I knew you way back. I was before I looked like this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking
boom,
about like
now
natural
they don't even know what you
features,
used to
like
look like.
yeah. I'm talking about like if you have like a really memorable face or something like that. But if you're just like a
Yeah.
guy, if you just have like if you have the
You're just like a dude.
if you just have a guy look about you, nobody's gonna question it. You're just gonna be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've definitely seen you before somewhere. Probably on the news when you were about 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of social interactions, I just went to Atlanta for
I'm
a
so sorry.
weekend. No, it was fine. I actually enjoyed
Oh.
Atlanta. I've had multiple interactions in Atlanta, and they're
Congratulations
all
on your
great.
diagnosis.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So this last one was really fun. I guess I could. There's like 3 stories in here, Atlanta stories that I couldn't really put into a story time,
Mhm.
but I can just do all 3 right now.
Yes.
The first time I remember going to Atlanta or having a story from Atlanta was me and the barn friend. We'll call her the barn friend, but she's had a lot of other things and a lot of other things that could be recommended as the name for her as the friend.
Okay.
But me and the one that owns horses and owns a barn and now owns a polo field, which was really cool because I was part of the opening ceremony for that.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go visit her one time, and we went to go see a couple concerts. But during one of those, we were like, "Hey, tonight we don't have a concert. Let's go out." So we go down to downtown Atlanta, and we went with some guy she was talking to, but not greatly. And we started at a daiquiri bar, which is a weird place to start, but whatever. And it sucked. The daiquiri bar sucked. But
Okay.
me and her both have a high level of charisma, so we can talk to people and just make friends.
Mm-hmm. You're just very social people.
Sometimes. I have a weird, like, sometimes I'm super social, sometimes I'm not. But this was a social night, so that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So we made friends with these 2 gay guys. And it was like, okay, cool, yeah, we're talking to them, having a good time, and finally they're like, hey, y'all are awesome. Do y'all want to go to the gay club up the street?
Uh-huh.
And we were like, yeah. So we left the friend that we were with because we didn't care about him that much.
Damn, okay. Not that much of a friend, I guess.
Yeah, he wasn't super close. I didn't really know him at all. He was quote unquote an army ranger, but I don't fucking believe him. So
Okay.
we go with these 2 guys up the street to this gay club, which we didn't even know how far away it was. We knew nothing about it. They were just like, hey, y'all want to go? And we were like, yes. And we're starting to follow them. At some point in time, we had to cross the street from the left sidewalk to the right sidewalk, where there's a very large street in the way.
Ah, the pipeline.
And in the middle of the street, one of the guys pulls out this device and opens it up and goes, hey, do y'all want a bump?
Oh.
Huh?
That was like, no,
Oh.
thanks, I'm good, but I appreciate it. My friend had no fucking idea what this was.
No.
And she goes, a bump? And I looked at her and went, you don't want that. And she looked at me confused, and I went, it's cocaine. And then she was shocked by this revelation, which is not the only
No.
time I've been offered cocaine, actually. Man,
Same.
I must have
Also
a
a
coke face, 'cause
wild
I've been
statement.
offered quite a few times. I've just realizing that.
It's
You know,
just like a normal occurrence to you.
you know when ever your parents were like, "Don't talk to strangers; they'll offer you drugs." They were talking specifically to me. Strangers
Okay.
offer me drugs.
Yeah. You know, in some
one of the
places,
cool kids.
it's not even that crazy, especially if you are going to bars. It's really not that crazy.
Most of the places I've been.
I'm not
offered
American, guys.
and
I'm
not-
sorry, I can't relate to this statement.
It's
most
not an
places
America
I've been
specific
offered
thing
meth. It's not
at
good.
all.
No, it's not.
You can get
So
cocaine
anyway,
anywhere. It's not hard to
You
make.
probably-
the fact that these people literally offered me coke in the middle of the street, like we're not
Yeah.
even on a sidewalk, it was just in the middle of the street, has always been one of the most entertaining things to me. We go to the
That's
gay club.
wild.
The gay club was a fucking blast. It was so much better than a daiquiri bar.
Hell
And then
yeah.
the army ranger finally showed up.
Oh no.
and we were like,
He found a way to follow you there.
Well, he came with us, so we had to take him home. And we're like, "Hey, man, where you at? We're gonna head back home." And he was so drunk. It was so fucking.
Oh
The
no.
rest of the story, like that, the funny part was the meeting, being charismatic, meeting them, and them offering a bump in the middle of the road. The rest of it, stupid. The rest was very annoying. But hey, I did get to choke him out and make him go to sleep, which was also fun. Well, he was a lot of times guys that claim to be in the military, whether they are or are not, I don't really care. If they
Yeah.
like to boast about it, you got
They
a
look
very
like they
good
are.
idea of what their characteristics are.
Mhm.
And he was
Yeah.
one of those people that liked to boast about it.
Mm-hmm.
And any kind of condescending things you have thinking about somebody boasting about being in the military,
Yeah.
you can just put all those thoughts right on this very tiny man because he was about 5'4", 5'6" maybe.
Okay.
And he peaked in boot camp. Damn right he did, Raw. Damn fucking right he did.
And also, hi Poseidon. How you doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, at some point in time, he got a little too rowdy and was becoming a nuisance for multiple people. And I was like, "You've got to get this fucking car so we can go home."
Yes.
And then he
just
kept
drag
trying to
him.
fight things. And then it was like, "All right, buddy, it's time to go to sleep then." And then I put him to sleep.
Honestly, I think that was necessary. I think that's
Yes.
what he needed in that moment.
Yeah, it definitely was. And then when he woke up, he fought a tree. And you'd be surprised to find out he lost.
Wow, that's so terribly surprising.
Yeah.
One of the craziest things I've seen involves somebody very similar to who you were speaking about. He used to love jerking his dick about being in the Marines.
that was a crazy way to say
So
that.
much.
Like,
I
makes so much
genuinely
sense, though,
believe
when-
he used to crank the hog thinking about ooh ooh like just like that. You know what I mean? I
Being a
genuinely
person
think he was like that.
That used to be in the Marine Corps, 100% know what you're talking about.
Yes,
Still a crazy
I know
story.
you do. I know you do.
Still a crazy start, but like it definitely paints the right picture. You know this person's gonna
Yep,
be.
I
like,
know
an
who this
introvert.
person is.
Man
Yes.
was 6'2",
I know his
built
name.
like yeah. It was John. It was John.
Lance Corporal Garrison.
Bro,
And his name was John Cena.
okay, so man used to get drunk all the time. All right, absolutely for no reason. It was like his calling card. He would get drunk. He would get belligerent. Something would get punched. Usually it was a person who was also drunk. But in this case, it was a PT Cruiser.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I have
Okay.
a story about this. Okay,
So
continue.
we were all sitting around a campfire on our front yard. This was middle of the Southwest. Our front yard was sand. So not really crazy. We had a little bit of a fence, bit of a front yard. And we didn't have a parking area, so people would just park on the side of the road. It was a nice wide set road. And we had a whole like little gathering going.
Mhm.
Everybody was sharing a few drinks. John, however, was absolutely shit-faced and was not taking it. Everything that you can think of about a man like John was true. This was the type of man who vehemently hated everything except himself.
Okay.
So, just throwing that out there.
I
He,
feel like from the way you had started that description, I could have.
yeah, I'm not saying it, but I'm saying it. So, he gets in an argument with somebody.
Yeah.
You know about what? They end up having a disagreement, and the man and his girlfriend were getting uncomfortable. The people that John was having an argument with, they were getting uncomfortable. They're like, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and check out.
Mhm.
So they get up and they go into their car.
Yeah.
John was not having this. So he stands up and he goes, "You know what? Fuck you. This 6'4" twig of a man jumps up onto the fire pit, kicks
My Jesus Christ.
off of the trailer off to his right in the middle of the yard, and drop kicks the side of the PT Cruiser.
Cafe,
putting a
regular
man-sized
Marine
dent
behavior.
into the PT Cruiser. This man was 40 years old.
Yeah, this is like a toddler tantrum gone wrong.
This is a toddler tantrum. You can perfectly picture this man. He had the
Oh,
fucking, he
I'm-
had the stubble. He had the shitty reading glasses. He had the
I'm
ball
so
cap that
glad-
was in camo.
I'm so glad that you added the 40 years old part because that now they're because I do have two people in mind. I didn't at first. I was thinking of like still in the military or fresh out of the military. I was in the Marine Corps. I'm the best person alive. But there is also, and I didn't think about this until you said 40. I've been in the Marine Corps. I'm the best person alive. And those are even funnier people who are
Oh,
miserable
yeah.
to talk to.
Absolutely.
It sounds
Everything
just-
everything with him was a dick measuring contest.
Yes.
He was also a fan of Eminem.
Bean. At least a few of us love you as well. I love
And-
you. I
Yeah,
can't talk
Oh,
about
Bean, hello.
don't worry. We love you.
Love
Don't worry.
y'all.
Who are you?
Oh, we all love you. Perfect.
I feel like I'm in Walmart right now. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Except you wouldn't say that. Bean would be like, "Hey, I love you," and you'd be like, "Oh my god, yes, I love you too." It's been
No.
so long.
You forget. You forget. I'm like clinically autistic. I'm not going to take it. I'm gonna be like,
Oh yeah.
who are you? I've literally said that to family members,
myself
and they've
out.
been like,
What do you mean, Bean? We've all accepted you. What do you want
we've all
about?
accepted you into our warm, wet folds.
Also, guys, I have something else in like half an hour. I just.
Oh, okay. No problem. We should probably end that too because I've been streaming
it-
for 7 hours.
Is it
I know, you just
mahjong
heard,
with
like-
chunk?
Is it mahjong?
Yes.
I need to
Yeah,
learn how to
I
play
know.
mahjong.
Yeah, you need. Dude, Mushi's gonna join us. I'm so excited.
New obligations.
Song right now.
You're pulling my girlfriend into it. I can't believe it.
Like,
I'm being
fucking me and
held
were playing the
hostage.
other night, and Mushi dropped in, and we're like, "Y'all are playing mahjong? I know mahjong," and I was like, "Oh yeah."
It's been so long since I've done it. I've only ever played fucking Microsoft Mahjong.
Which is the tile
The mahjong
matching game,
solitaire
isn't it?
one?
Basically, yeah.
It's not the same at all.
Yeah,
It's not
I
all the
know.
same.
I know. I know.
But yeah, no, we can. I think it is a good time to wrap it up. This seems like a good. I mean, this is the Goon Squad. We should be wrapping it up at all times,
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, we need to go goon. It is gooning time. She needs at least 30 minutes to goon to be relaxed and in the zone before doing Mahjong.
Actually, I was like, we can just yap, and then I'll just log in with friends in like 20 minutes.
Oh, then we can continue to dap. I've
Yeah,
got stories.
I just wanted to say I have to leave. You guys could keep yapping forever afterwards.
Oh, trust me, I can keep
Easy.
Mako yapping for a really
Raw.
long time. I've done it for
Pretty
about
statement.
10 hours. You remember that?
We're on 6
I love
hours.
that.
Remember that time I kept you yapping for 10 hours?
Have you? I mean, I believe
Yeah.
it. I talk a lot.
Yeah.
We've already established that I have no internal monologue. I'm
We-
always yapping.
We woke up around the same time. We're in the voice call and went to sleep at the same
Oh
time.
shit, that's right. Yeah, because I just skipped work that day.
Yeah.
Damn.
I woke up. I was like, I don't really feel.
Yap.
Like I saw that you had already like opened up on your Discord. I was
Mhm.
like, ah man, they're talking. I don't really feel like going to work today. I'll jump in there.
Yep. I think I was playing Minecraft at the time.
Nice.
It was
So it's less than 2 minutes from 7.
It's less than 2 minutes from 7. Wrong.
What are those words?
I don't know. I don't even know what the
but-
fuck a 7 is.
2 minutes from 7. It's well, for where I live.
I
it's
know what a
past
2
7,
is.
But it's like 7:37, so it's not 2 minutes from any hour. 7-hour stream. I don't understand what you're
I
talking
think
about.
we know what time zones we're in, and I think this doesn't collide with any of our time zones.
No, he meant a 7-hour stream is what
I
he's
know.
talking about now.
I know, but I was thinking about just like looking at the time, and I was like, this is
Me-
no time zone ever.
Me too. I was just like, that. No, we're in the middle of the time zone. I'm confusioned. Let's see. I've got there. Oh my god! I met this awesome kid in Atlanta,
Uh-huh.
and by met, I had the weirdest interaction with a child I've ever had, and it was so fucking funny.
Okay,
Okay.
please elaborate.
And I wish,
I'm
I wish I was actually like a streamer that showed like a camera, because it would be easier to explain. But that's okay. I've got words for a reason, and I'll be using them to explain what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, I went to the aquarium while I was in Atlanta. I went to go see the sharks. In fact, I think I popped into both y'all streams to be like, I see sharks right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did. I remember that.
I remember being so confused.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that was very cute, but also being kind of confused as to why this was.
That's
I
okay.
I was
Wait,
trying to
can I
figure
just
out why I
cut
was a
with it?
shark.
All right, Paco.
Huh?
So either way, I was at the aquarium. I'm enjoying the sharks at this particular moment that I jumped into both y'all stream, and this is also before anything else happened, or the story happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, at some point in time at the Atlanta Aquarium, there's this moving carpet conveyor belt thing that you stand on, and there's this big tunnel where water's completely over you,
Mm-hmm.
and they've got
Tunnels.
whale sharks, manta rays, multiple different types of sharks, and other very large fish in here. I saw some nursing sharks, and they were all being like they were in a cuddle puddle, and it was fucking adorable. There was other sharks, fucking awesome, loved it, 10 out of 10, would recommend. Well, while I'm on this moving carpet or conveyor belt of people, I see in front of me a dad holding the hand of his kid, and his kid has the earmuffs on, not like for cold, but for like to block out sound.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he's sensory overload. I completely understand. I'm not gonna be like, oh, kid, why are you wearing those? Like, no, I'm not gonna bother this kid. I understand. I feel the same sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I really should get me some of those as well. They looked pretty nice.
They are
Well,
pretty
it's-
awesome when they aren't broken.
Yes. I think mine broke, but I also use them for the shop. But either way, at some point in time, this kid is holding the left hand. Like, his left hand is out to his dad, and his dad's on his left side. The kid turns and looks at me. And then when he looks at me for a second, turns away, turns back, and then sticks his hand straight out, like at stomach
In a
level.
handshake
No,
motion?
his hand was pointed straight down at the ground,
Oh.
and it was at stomach level. And I'm staring at this, and I realize I have to figure out what he means by this, because he
Oh.
didn't say anything. He just
Of
stuck his
course.
hand out towards me, and he looked at me. He is waiting for something to happen.
Yo.
And I went, huh, what do I
feel like I
do?
would've just, like,
You're a
shaken
mother
his
now.
hand.
No, this isn't a shake. His hand is like, his palm is facing straight down.
Yes, but I would have just gone like dap up and then just shake.
This isn't a dap situation at all. I don't know how many people you dap. This is not how you dap.
Yeah, it really is
I
not.
would have just done something, buddy. I would have done.
Oh, I
something.
did. I did do something. I immediately thought maybe he needs to like notice that I exist, or like, you know how like when a dog is near you and they're new and they need to sniff your hand?
Mm-hmm.
I
yes,
thought that.
but not with children.
Yeah, well, you know,
Children,
I'm not
dogs,
around
same
a lot
thing.
of children. Same. So I stuck my hand underneath his hand, also palm down.
So you guys were
He
just
looked-
hovering.
Yeah, I was making sure his hand was hovering above mine. And then he
Yeah.
reached down and touched my hand, and then he turned
That's
around,
cute.
and I went, I did it. First try. He just needed to make sure I existed or something. I don't know. I don't know what was going through his
Aw.
head. He never said anything. Good on me. I did a good job. And then he looked at me with like upset confusion on his face. And I went, uh-oh. And then he stuck his hand out again in the exact same way, and I went, uh-oh, I didn't get it right the first time.
Now
So-
it's a game. Now you've got to
Now
do a
we gotta figure out-
combination.
What this kid wants. And I'm like,
They're
is he
flirting in
going for
chat.
a low 5? That's a typical thing in Martini's chat.
Sorry. Yeah. I always do
Damn.
that.
So I stick my hand underneath his hand, but now my palm is face up for like a low 5.
Yeah.
And he's still looking like at me with confusion, and he sees my low 5 hand out. And then I just hear, and then he turns around and he just like starts jumping up and down all excited. And I went, all right, hell yeah, second try.
Dude,
All the while, the
combo you're
dad
trying to,
didn't
like,
even
master.
fucking notice this. I had
Yeah.
no help in this. I just had to figure it the fuck out.
that's cute though.
It was
I
very
love
cute.
that.
You're a mother now.
You are a mother now.
Not my first time.
Ain't my first rodeo.
I've never been in a rodeo, so it would be.
I am actually surprised to hear that. Not by like where you live. Not by like where you live, just because like you seem like the type of person who
It
would
does seem like
actually
something I would jump on a bull and see what happens.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
see that. I could see
like
me
not
doing
even
that. I'm
expecting
surprised
to
I haven't.
properly do a rodeo, not expecting to stay on, just hoping you don't
No.
get gored.
Yeah. No, I could see me doing that. And truthfully, with my friend who now owns a barn, more possible than ever.
Oh.
Hey, when's the last time y'all did a cartwheel?
Ooh, a
My boobs
while
are too
ago.
big.
Fair.
Excuses.
I'm not looking to
Sorry
get
for
slapped.
breathing.
I ain't looking to get slapped. I'm sorry.
My last time doing a cartwheel was 3 weeks ago because I thought, man, I haven't done a cartwheel in a while. I wonder if I can still can.
That's fun. I love the whimsy.
The whimsy. The
That's right, Poseidon. It is fun. It's a blast to do cartwheels. I recommend it every single day.
So,
If you
Poseidon,
ever see somebody and you're angry, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Vanilla. I've been watching this unfold. I've been seeing the tension. I've seen the signs. Which one of you is the desk pet? Tell me. I've got to know. I want you to both answer at the same time without any coordination from either of you. I want to know who is the desk pet. Okay, it's
He's just
vanilla.
Confused.
It's
Yeah.
vanilla. It's vanilla.
If Vanilla's confused.
It's
dot, dot,
vanilla.
dot.
It's vanilla.
Oh no, they're both
Uh-oh.
confused. They're
It's
both
vanilla.
Confused.
No, you got to understand. Vanilla didn't say what or what's a desk pet or what are you even talking about? No, it was just tilt head. That's desk pet behavior. Thank you for answering. Poseidon, congratulations on your new desk pet. Treat them well. Make sure there's water.
I also want to say that like Bean's chat husband is also in chat.
You can
Rock.
be someone's desk. You do get many treats, but only
I don't
on
know,
good
I think-
behavior.
Bean is adorable and would date everyone.
Yes, Bean is also a menace, but yeah.
Yeah, Bean is an absolute menace, but is absolutely adorable.
I agree.
Who needs to fucking start streaming soon? Bean.
Yes.
Bean. Get on. Come here. We want you on the Goon Squad.
Get your dude. I bet it would be hilarious.
It would.
He's- She is absolutely a little crazy when it comes to some things she says. So it would the Goon Squad for Bean would be good.
Please, I need someone who can match my freak.
Are you
I
really
need
gonna
it.
match my freak?
I need it. Come.
Is somebody
Not
gonna
like that,
match
but
my
only if
freak?
you want to, but come.
As
No,
like, wait a
don't
second,
lie. You meant
pause.
like that.
I didn't
Oh,
mean like that,
that's
but I'm not
what we
opposed to it.
Yeah.
Come.
Mm.
Come.
In a sexual way.
Thanks
Usually
for
desk pets
confirming
don't
that.
get to. Usually it's more of like a, the come as a treat, but I understand. I do.
And Bean hits you with that. All right, give me a second.
I'm
Give me a
com-
second. I'm coming.
Good puppy. Good job. You did so well for me.
Oh wow. She is actually a puppy girl.
I know. I
so
can
another one
tell.
for you.
You think I can't
Another one
smell
for your
them from a while
collection, Lily.
off?
Your collection.
Lily has a collection of puppy girls.
Yeah. It's true. I have
can
one
see that,
favorite,
I
though.
can see it. I feel like
And
would
you
also
said I
have
was
lot
a
of desk pets.
bottom. Yes, I do.
Mm.
You have a collection of tops. It's okay.
Right. I feel like that's subtle slut shaming. You can get topped by a lot of people. It's
Yeah,
okay.
there's nothing wrong with that. That's not slut shaming. It's slut accepting.
We accept you as an absolute whore.
We accept you with open arms and.
We accept you with
Wait,
open
what?
arms, open legs, and open mouths.
There you have it, folks. There you have it.
Nobody
team
who
message
isn't a
approved.
puppy girl says all cry to something like that.
Bean
So-
always does all cry.
I
she's
know.
like, do you
I
hate
will
me all
not
the time?
Yeah, exactly.
Love her.
Too.
We can tell. I'm good at telling.
Mm.
I thoroughly enjoy the fact.
Promise is crazy.
I
I really
love
enjoy
seeing
the
them
fact that
bullied.
this stream has been like stories between us and us talking together, and then just randomly picking people in chat and be like, "It's your turn. You're gonna take these next statements.
This is what life is.
We'll talk mad shit, or talk a lot about this one person."
Oh, someone put a timer for like. Oh wait.
Oh,
You put a timer.
you put
6 minutes.
6 minutes? I'm actually gonna dip before then because I'm a hungry bitch. I've only eaten at the beginning of the day. I'm very hungry. I ate those sandwiches, but nobody considers a bologna and cheese sandwich a fucking meal. Unless you're in prison, then you're suffering a human rights violation multiple times a day. We should do a reform. Anybody here talking politics? Anyway, see you guys later.
I've had a honey bun in prison once. That was my meal.
Oh, damn.
I
You're
wasn't in
lucky.
prison. Just okay. Okay, maybe.
No. It's okay. We believe you. We also know that you made that escape.
Dude, I ran from cops so
Matthew.
many times. It wasn't close enough.
Expose.
It wasn't even close enough.
I know,
Like,
I know. That was I picked one deliberately far.
you should have got one closer.
No.
He just
Should've been,
actually wants to get done.
Shame.
I mean, he did dox me in a dream.
Hell yeah, I did. I'll
What?
do it again.
Okay, I'll tell
I'll
the
be in
story.
that dream.
I had a dream that Mako and I were streaming. And we were playing Sea of Thieves, and it was weirdly real. Like, I was seeing regulars. I was seeing, like, even new people. I was like, oh, you know, this stream's actually really popping off. That's really awesome. And I remember saying something or another, and this conversation has slowly shifted to, like, credit card information. And I said to
Okay.
Mako,
As they do.
oh, yeah, Mako, next you're going to tell me my whole credit card number. And then Mako goes, yeah. And he just lists my credit card number off.
And guess what?
It's completely correct. And me, I'm fucking frozen. I'm like, ha. How did he guess? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. And I go, yeah, right. As if you know the 3 digits on the back. And he just says them nonchalantly. And at that point, I'm like, oh, fuck.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
shit. I'm mentally going, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. While trying to keep up, like, the fact that, you know, no, that's not my credit card number. You're so funny. And I go, ha. Jeez. Like,
Yeah.
if you're going to dox me, you might as well at least say my social.
Guess what?
Oh,
I
God.
woke up.
That's kind of scary.
I woke up. Because it's not like he was genuinely attempting to dox me.
Yeah.
It
You
was
were just
like,
fuck it, I've had enough, and then you just woke up.
no. The crazy part was, it was just like a nonchalant guess. The way that he was speaking. It was like, he was just going, 648, 3324. But it was all correct.
Damn.
But the way he said my social was too exact. He just went, I just went, I remember waking up and going, what the fuck?
Rod, the problem is I'm already known for being the wild card and just
Yeah.
doing and knowing things. So
I told him about the dream the night the day it happened. I told him about it. And I was like, the crazy part was, it just feels like something that you would do. It feels realistic.
And he's just there not denying it. Getting a
I already
good
told y'all
laugh.
it starts with 4. And then it's not wrong. I know it starts with 4.
It starts with 4 and then ends with, and then you look.
Hang on. I'm gonna stop this conversation here. I'm getting deja vu. Make sure that if you are enjoying the Goon Squad, to follow the other members. Thank you,
Yeah.
everybody, for
That's
having
for anyone
me.
that's
It was
in
absolutely
mine as
lovely.
well.
That's first chorus.
Make sure that you go and say hi to Martini and Mako. And
Yes.
say hi to me. I bite sometimes. If you
Yep,
moan, I'll
I
draw
think
blood.
Martinez will take a small break and then just go right back into streaming.
Yeah. If you moan, I will draw blood, so keep that in mind. But-
for me, I'm gonna send y'all to, well, Mad, because she rated me the other night. And I
Aww,
love
sounds
Mad
good.
is awesome. I love Mad so much.
I'm gonna send her a
She's
clip
so
of this. I'm gonna send her a clip of this.
Dude.
Okay, go for it. Please do.
Honestly, I'll raid Matt too.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Double
Can we do
raid.
that in the
I have no
this, or
idea.
we're gonna try to do it in here.
I have no idea. Let's fucking go. We're gonna go say hi to
Let's
Mad.
fucking go.
Meanwhile. Oh. Yeah, it'll do it from our own, don't worry. This is gonna be a fun mod. This is gonna be a fun VOD. I think I'm gonna edit it down and post the the Goon Squad. The Gooncast podcast. That it has. Me too. Thank you, everybody. You did a great job, Martini. And so did everybody else. Thank you so much for dropping by. And let's go say hi to Mad.